At the very beginning, I told you that PSG are not winning this Champions League. I told you this at the very beginning that these guys are not going to win this. But you drink the Kool-Aid because you don't understand how complicated football is. Oh my gosh, Mbappe, Neymar, Messi. Mbappe, Neymar, Messi. Mbappe, Neymar, Messi. These guys don't leave because they're too good. But as we've always said, what about Pochettino? What about the whole can Messi adapt? And beyond that even itself, were we just too focused on Messi, Neymar, and the Cannibal Suarez, and we actually dismissed the contributions made by Iniesta, Rakitic, and Busquets? We're going to talk about it, as well as your boy Henderson and as well as your boy Camavinga. Hazard, things are looking very bad for you now, bro. So basically, I'm going to get some other guys in. I'm going to get some other guys in because we have Milan fans, Madrid fans, and so forth. So I'm going to send those guys the link very soon, and they'll be joining me. So I just want to give my general thoughts, and then we'll be bringing in the Milan fans, Madrid fans, and so forth. But let me just get my thoughts out there. So guys, remember, guys, please send in your super chats, and I thank you so much, because those super chats are donations that help this channel grow and keep this channel moving. So remember, I have all the super chats there. So if there's any comments you have to make about any matches to tonight or yesterday or so forth, feel free to send in those super chats, and I will get to those once we have a break in the discussion. I watched all three games. I watched all 3 games. It was very hard. It was difficult, but I felt that I was able to consume all 3 games. But it was interesting. It was actually quite interesting. So I'm going to just give my general thoughts on all 3 games, and then we'll then bring in other guys in the audience for them to now say what's up. So here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. So first of all, the PSG Club Brugge. It's 1 game. It's only 1 game. So you can't judge things on 1 game and so forth. But I've already seen enough to say I've seen this story play out many times before. I've seen people just assume that, oh, this was going to happen. There we go. Because the thing about MSN is, even when MSN formed, there wasn't an assumption that they'd win the Champions League. We were excited because we'd never seen a front three like that before, but we didn't know how they would actually combine. So it was like, oh, this is curious, but we didn't automatically give them the UCL. They had to go out there and earn it. The moment these guys came together, Champions League, boom, Messi, the GOAT, the greatest player of all time, Mbappe, a guy who's supposed to be the next guy to take over the future of football, and Neymar, a guy who, when he can be bothered, is the second best player in the world. So people say, oh, simple math, they can easily win. And I kept reminding guys that that's not how football works. Football is much more complicated like that. And because there is so much hype around this team, there's so much hype around Messi, there's going to be a target on their back. So teams like FC Brugge will be like, oh, this is the great PSG. This is the team that's supposed to be to destroy everyone. They're going to try even harder. They're going to go even tougher. Yes, Messi should still be given a grace period and time to adapt, because it's going to take time to adapt. This is not Barcelona. This isn't even Argentina. Because yes, they know you're Messi, so, but you can already see that the way guys interpret things and move around the ball is different. And I was looking at Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar. It's 1 game. I get it. It's 1 game. But I can already see the issue of, like, who's the striker here? Who's the finisher? Where are the role players? And the issue you have is this Neymar now as effective as the Neymar in 2015? It may be a better player, I think. I think he's a better player, but is he as effective as he was because in 2015 he played a very specific role and he said what's up? Is he as effective before as he is now? I don't know. I'm not sure. Is Mbappe as clinical as Cannibal Suarez? No, sorry. Is Mbappe as clinical as 2015 Cannibal Suarez? No, he's not. I can answer that for you. No, he's not as clinical as that dude. Cannibal Suarez, striker, finisher, boom. Neymar, supporting striker who played a very specific role, very effective at finishing. Messi can now finish. No, sorry, Messi is now the playmaker. The name, bro, I forgot Neymar was even on the pitch. I forgot Neymar was even on the pitch. And people don't want to address this. Are we seeing a Neymar losing his way? We're just assuming, oh, it's Neymar, he's amazing and so forth. But we have to at least ask the question, are we seeing Neymar lose his way? We could be seeing Neymar lose his way. And I think for Messi, he's not going to realize that, look, you can have all the quality in the world and so forth. And of course, they're going to make it through the group. And of course, they're going to go far. Do these guys beat Bayern Munich with Lewandowski? Because we also, I saw Bayern last night. Fair enough, it's Barcelona. Barcelona are a joke. That Bayern side will give that to FC Brugge because that Bayern side, that's a team with a clear, specific structure. Because with Bayern Munich, I know exactly what they want to do. The runs that are being made, off the ball runs, movements, structure, patterns. I can see exactly what Nagelsmann is trying to do. They have a very clear, defined character and definition. And this is what I said about Pochettino even at Tottenham. Because look at Tottenham. What is Tottenham's definition? What's their character? What's their MO? What is their strategy? Yes, I abused Luis Enrique. That's now Emerson gave you everything. Emerson gave you life. Maybe I should take it back. Maybe Luis Enrique had some idea of what he wanted to do. But I think the key thing we're all missing is, which midfield would you rather take? 2015 Busquets, Rakitic, Iniesta, or Herrera, Wijnaldum, and Leandro Paredes? If you take the latter, you're sniffing glue, Sconteriga, and high-class uncut cocaine. So people listen to me because I can almost promise you, if I had money, I would bet money. PSG are not winning the Champions League this year. And you know what's more painful? We all know how much I want Mbappe to get the UCL because that'll be part of my narrative. And I'm going to go to Real Madrid. Mbappe in that Real Madrid team probably can win this UCL. They probably can win this UCL. We probably can win this UCL. Segue into Real Madrid right now. This is why Real are Real. And look, see, the optics are bad. Because there's a Hazard optic that's really bad for Hazard right now. Because this is now second game in the running. And it's about that boy Camavinga. Inter defended like Trojans. Amazing defending. Like, it took Real ages before they even had like a shot on target. Inter had shots on target, opportunities, and Skriniar defended like a freaking hero. So Inter had these guys on lock and key. They had these guys on freaking 100% on lock and key. So it's like, look, for me, I was like, nah, Real, these guys aren't scoring. Real Madrid, these guys are not scoring. The first game, this kid is 18. Let me check. I believe this kid is 18 years of age. Camavinga age. He's 18. He's going to be 19 in November. This 18-year-old playing for Real Madrid, the biggest club on the planet. First game comes on, scores. Second game, biggest club on the planet, Champions League, comes on and offers the key assist for Rodrygo to score. I love Hazard. I believe in Hazard. The optics are looking really bad. This 18-year-old kid has already made in 2 games, Camavinga has had a greater effect on Real Madrid than Hazard has in 3 years. I'll say it one last time. And this is it. This is the last time I'll say it. In 2 games, Camavinga has had a greater effect on Real Madrid than Hazard has had in 3 years. I don't think the optics could get any worse for Hazard right now. Because I was like, where's Hazard not playing? Why are you not bringing Hazard? What the hell? Comes on, key assists, first time pass, gives it to Thingy, beautifully weighted, first time little half a volley over to Rodrygo. Rodrygo, nice little finish, bottom right hand corner. And it was, and see for me, that is a great win. See, that is what you call a great win because Real got beat. They got beat up. They improved in the second half, but Inter really played well. And if you're Inter Milan, you should feel like crap. Inter had no business losing that game. They had no business losing that game. But it's football. It's football. That's what happens. And that is why Real Madrid are Real Madrid. That's why they have that in their DNA that these guys will always believe that they can win. And that's why I wanted Mbappe at Real Madrid. There is something called DNA. The DNA. PSG have no DNA. They have no history. There's something that happens when you put on that Madrid jersey. There's a reason why they have 13 CLs. Because Mbappe, the moment you put on that shirt, it's different. It's different. You move differently. You think differently. You operate differently. PSG is a holiday camp. I swear to you, don't bet. You want to bet? Real Madrid will probably get further in this Champions League than PSG. They'll probably get further in this Champions League than PSG. That will probably what's going to happen. But for Inter, very unlucky. Because they had chances. Dzeko had a chance. Lautaro Martinez had several chances. But Inter, this is football. But my thing is, because now, guess who with 2 teams at top? No. Guys, do you want to laugh? Do you want to laugh? I told you, no. Do you want to laugh? Do you want to laugh, guys? You want to laugh? Check this out. So guess who's top of their table right now? Sheriff of Nottingham, guys. Anybody who opens their mouth and dares abuse Sheriff, you're getting banned. You're getting blocked and banned. Anybody who abuses Sheriff, you are getting blocked and you are getting banned. Look at that. Top. 3 points, 3 goals scored, 0 against. They are clear. Top of the table. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, final thing before we bring in our guys, Liverpool. No injuries. Liverpool can win this trophy. Because it's funny. So, let's talk about the story. Liverpool beat the living crap out of Milan. They beat the crap out of them. Milan could hardly get a freaking sniff. It was a rude awakening of the return back to the UCL. The pressing, the tackling, the defending, the intercepting, the control, the energy. Milan were getting pimp slapped by Liverpool. And Liverpool deservedly took the lead because the pressure was too much. Key moment in the game. As soon as Salah was at the spot, I was like, oh, 2-0. So, because that's the first time I've seen Salah miss a penalty, and he's taken many. So when Maignan saved us, I thought, oh, that's huge. 2-0, or it could have easily been 3 or 4. Then somehow, I don't know how, and that's just the beauty about football, Milan just find 2 goals. From somewhere, they find 2 goals from somewhere, and suddenly it's 2-1. At halftime, people love to be reactionary. And I can almost pull up the tweets. Halftime, Liverpool are washed, Liverpool are finished, or they're useless, Robertson is done. People were already ready to write Liverpool's eulogy. And I said, guys, there's 45 minutes left. And this is a game in which Liverpool have completely and totally dominated. But because football is so beautiful, it just happened. It just so happened that they considered those other goals. Second half comes. Guys, we have to have a conversation about Salah. Salah's goal-scoring prowess, we need to have a conversation because I'm serious right now. Salah is underrated. He is underrated. I don't think we give enough love to this guy's goal-scoring prowess. I've only been wrong about one thing. Everything else, I fully defend. I defend anything. The only thing I've been wrong on is I didn't know that this guy was a real deal. I thought, okay, yeah, and so forth, 15 goals max. I was wrong. This guy as a consistent goal scorer who not only scores a lot of goals, key goals, important goals. This dude's goal scoring is different. This dude's goal scoring is different. That's an amazing goal. That goal by Henderson, that's an amazing goal. Like, there is nothing you can say. That is simply an amazing goal. The way that he took it, the way he finished it, the technique involved. And Henderson is the guy that I've always said, does he pass the eye test? But that is a quality goal. And what Liverpool showed is, if there are no injuries, because remember, Van Dijk wasn't playing. If they have no injuries and if somehow they can find, because LDO is needed, well, we still have Sadio Mane, who is a classy brick. But if they can just get LDO back, they can do it. Liverpool can do it. And remember, no away goals. So no away goals. So Anfield can still have that strength. So my thing is, don't be reactionary. Milan acquitted themselves beautifully well. The fact that they were 1-0 down and they were able to turn it around to 2-1 at Anfield was flipping huge. But you always knew that it was inevitable that they were going to get pimped. It was inevitable that they were going to get pimped, man. So, guys, I'm going to bring in our peeps in here, man. So, guys, we can talk about that. I will get over to your super chats, man, so we can have a discussion, man. So let me bring in the peeps. All right, here we go. Let me bring the peeps. Let me bring in the peeps, man. Let me bring in the peeps. Where we are? Real Madrid. Same. All right. So, but as I said again, guys, man, I can bet with you, PSG are not winning this UCL. I know it's one game. I get it. I get that it's only one game. But I already saw enough to say that, no, these guys ain't going to do it. These guys ain't going to do it, man. All right, so we have our guys in here. So, guys, just bear with me, man. Bear with me because I just need to, shit, where am I doing that? All right. Let me just get some of these super chats, man. So, bear with me 1 second. Let's see what you lads are saying, man. All right. So put this up, man. All right. From your boy JJ Bridgman, who says PSG is overrated. It's one game. But from what I saw from PSG, didn't look good, bro. It did not look good, man. From what I saw from PSG, it did not look good. But Club Brugge could have easily won the game. Club Brugge could have easily won that game, man. From your boy Martin Rosario, I give the dub. He says, just here for the PR clown deep riders to defend Messi. Look, Messi had a tough game. Because many times he was dispossessed. Many times he was intercepted. You can say, look, he only had like a few minutes to play with PSG. So this is his first full game with PSG. And he hit the bar. He did hit the bar. But you could see that he's very much still learning how to play with his team. Your boy MN says, PSG is not a team. Poch tax is real. Salah inevitable again. And that's the whole point. They're just not a team. These guys are just not a freaking team. They're not a freaking unit. And I wonder about Pochettino. Pochettino, he took Tottenham to the final. I don't care whether he took Tottenham to the UCL final. Son and Lucas Moura took him to the final. No one else. From Borussia Catalonia, man, thank you for the dub, man. He says that Lewandowski at 10 goals this season. Can I get a Messi update? Bro, we're going to have a conversation, man. Because my thing is, if Lewandowski continues to score. Because remember, Lewandowski got 2 goals last night. Messi 0 goals. So if Lewandowski continues to score and Messi is still adapting to this team, you've got to take it over the whole full year. Lewandowski has a good shout. Because remember, we have to just see how the year ends. But as I said again, it's all PR. Messi's winning the Ballon d'Or regardless. But if Lewandowski continues to score at a high rate, both in the CL and in the Bundesliga from now until the end of the season, bro, someone's going to say something. Someone's going to say something. From Zoteng TV, who says, Messi is a system merchant. Xavi and Iniesta tax. Look, it's early days. It's early days, but I'll keep it real. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, man. It doesn't look good because it's like, but we can't just base it off that one game. We can't just base it off that one game. So your boy Hussein, bro. I think you're an Inter fan.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that loss, bro? You had your chances. You had your chances, man. But Madrid are Madrid, man. It's what Madrid do.
Yeah. I said it before the Champions League would start that one of the most important factors would be how Çalhanoğlu and Dumfries integrate into this team. And today, Çalhanoğlu was invisible. First off, this guy, yeah, there you go. There's the AC Milan fan. These guys are so happy they replaced him with Junior Messias. And it's a true thing. AC Milan fans, they've been saying since day one that Çalhanoğlu is that guy, right? Where he has one good game, and then for the next 10, 20 games, he's invisible. And that's been spot on so far. Even in our
he's always been overrated, bro. The guy's always been overrated, man. You can't notice him around him.
Yeah, he's been overrated because of his free kicks at Hamburg, man. He's been overrated all because of those free kicks. But yeah, like he's been invisible, and that's why even though he was invisible, like you just look at Barella, you look at Brozovic, these guys are something else. I heard Brozovic was actually given man of the match today, and I'm not really surprised. He was all over the pitch. He was dominating. Like our midfield.
But isn't that frustrating? The fact that the team that lost, that they had a guy that was given man of the match. Like you controlled the whole game.
Right.
You control the whole game, but a loss is a loss. An L is an L.
Yeah, of course. Like, you know, in the end, the results matter. And, you know, it's been a few years since we've come back to the Champions League, and we haven't gone to the knockout stages since then. But I think what I can say is that, first off, the blame doesn't really go on the players. It goes more on Inzaghi today, because the first half, you could see Inzaghi's tactics were working perfectly fine. We're creating chances. But then in the second half, what he does is, I think Dzeko had a very bad game. He should have been subbed off, but he subs off Lautaro instead. And when we have Dzeko and Correa playing together, they don't look good at all. It's like they don't know how to play together. But with Dzeko and Lautaro Martinez, at least, is much better. Lautaro and Correa together is much better. But Dzeko and Correa doesn't work together. And another issue I had, you sub off Barella in the last few minutes as well for Vecino, which doesn't make sense. Barella was just as important as Brozovic today, all over the pitch, always trying to, you know, create those chances with his crossing. And
but who do you blame for the goal? Do you just call it a great goal, or do you think that someone should have avoided that based on how much you controlled and how little chances for most of the game that Madrid actually created?
Right.
And how late he also scored.
Yeah, so for that goal, it was a good goal. I think the frustrating thing is that it's Rodrygo again. He scored on us, you know, last year as well. So it's a bit frustrating that we can't stop him. But in terms of who could have prevented that goal, again, it's like I said, Vecino, I think, could have marked his man better. I think if he had marked Camavinga a bit better, then he could have stopped the cross. But Camavinga, again, he's a very good player. So I'm not surprised that he's come into this Madrid team and, you know, he's got them, you know, kickstarting, you know, with these goals and everything. But yeah, again, he should have done better there, Vecino. And my other issue is just Handanovic in general, because I don't think that Handanovic could have saved it, but it's just, again, Handanovic, he doesn't move at all. I think a lot of Serie A fans, like, they understand this. He's like how I call Ter Stegen standing. He's kind of the same thing. He just stands. He doesn't really make an effort to dive.
So based on this, because remember, two seasons in a row with under Conte, they make it through the groups.
No.
Do you still feel you can make it through the groups? Because don't sleep on Sean Sheriff, bro. Don't laugh at Sheriff, man. like those guys are good. I watch them. Those guys are good. You can laugh at their name, but those guys are good. So do you still feel as champions, as international champions, you can still make it through the group?
Oh man, it's a tough one.
You best not allow Sheriff to make it through the group, bro.
I wouldn't be surprised
if Real Madrid and Sheriff make it through this group out of Inter, bro. I'm gonna have to induct you to the badge. If you allow Sheriff FC to make it to the group ahead of you, I'm gonna have to induct the badge, bro.
I wouldn't be surprised because we have a motto in Inter, Pazza Inter Amala. You love the crazy Inter. Inter is a crazy, crazy club. One day you look like you're going to be champions. The next day you end up being mid-table. And with Shakhtar and Sheriff, obviously I don't know too much about Sheriff, but it's nice to see that they're winning games, that they're beating Shakhtar, because Shakhtar were like our bogey team last year, basically. So for Shakhtar to drop points isn't a bad thing, but in terms of Inter, can they win the group or at least be second place? Again, it's just about the in-game tactics, because the substitutions were awful. Again, like I talked about Vecino, I talked about subbing off Lautaro. Again,
but do you believe you can still make it through the group?
Usually, but when I support this club, I'm very pessimistic. But I think we can give it a shot, man. I think we can. Yeah.
Okay, so wait.
I just want to ask him about, because like,
but Hazem, real quick, because I need to hear his thing. With PSG Ansi, is your mic working there, bro?
Yes. Good.
Yes. PSG Ansi, good. Now, what the hell was that, bro? Against FC Brugge, man. Wait, no, hold on. No, before you even say it, weren't you the guy that told me that 5-0, you beat this dude 5-0 without Messi and so forth? So what the hell? I was expecting a Messi 3-piece, 6-1, 6-0. I was saying, look, man, M&M are back and so forth. Brugge could have won that game.
Yeah, they played better than us. I mean, as a PSG fan, with the players we have, with everything, I have to expect a big result against Club Brugge. Because then, if I don't expect anything big, then I don't have confidence in my team. I had confidence before the game. Now I don't. Because, like, first of all, individual mistakes. And I have to start this. Wijnaldum is a donkey. He's a literate donkey on the field. I've never seen a player lose the ball like 15 times. He got subbed off for Danilo Pereira. That's how shit he is. And Diallo, I mean, Paredes man marking.
So do you put this on the players or do you put this on the manager? Because my thing is, look, it's going to take time for Messi to adapt, but you know how the streets are. You know how football Twitter is. People love to be reactionary and people love a narrative. So the narrative out there is, the greats Mbappe, Neymar, Messi, you can't register a single goal against Club Brugge, and you have to rely on Herrera to score your only goal. Because now the narrative is that Messi can't adapt, that Neymar is finished, that Neymar is on the decline. So can you not see how guys are reacting to this?
For me, that's people who didn't watch the game or just don't understand football. Like Messi, he hit the crossbar. He had like 2-3 shots on target. Neymar tried creating chances. The problem with PSG this game was our midfield. Verratti was gone. No Di Maria. No Idrissa Gueye. And what Club Brugge did, they put so many players there. They stressed everyone. They got the ball so many times. Like Messi and Neymar never had like really good opportunities in the third half because they never got the ball. They had to drop back, and then they were not close to the goal anymore. So people saying shit about Messi and Neymar, like especially Mbappe, he got injured off, plus got an assist. So yes, as you said, people are reactionary and people are born to hate PSG. So I'm used to this hate from everyone, and Messi should be too.
I mean, but do you still believe that it's gonna work though?
Well, we have to give it time. Like I saw in the comments before, even MSN didn't work at the first click. So, but I saw glimpses. Like I saw Neymar, Messi link up. Messi made one great pass to Mbappe, the goalkeeper saved. So, there is a good. We will play against Lyon. It's a good team this weekend. You can test it out because we play City in like 3 or 4 weeks, and if we aren't ready, then.
Oh no! You will lose to Man City. If you're not ready, you will lose to Man. So actually, before I come to your boy Hazeman, shout out to your boy Suleiman. Thank you for the dub. Suleiman's super chat says Club Brugge stood up and said no to being touched. 100%, man. Because everybody thought that Club Brugge would get touched, they'd get embarrassed, and they'll get pin smoked. they could have won the game. If they had better players who actually knew what they were doing and actually knew how to play this sport of football, they could have easily won that freaking game. Hazem, talk to me, man. Milan, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
They tried, man, but Liverpool at Liverpool, man.
Well, we came back to the Champions League. The first game, we came with an entertaining game. It was an entertaining game, and to be honest, Liverpool showed that they're a really, really strong team, and it's still a different level to Milan. Like, especially in the first half, if you see the midfield of Milan was completely being overrun by Liverpool. Like, the players like Ben Nasser and Kessie, the great midfielders, but they came with the wrong mentality. They were stressed out. They kept on clearing the ball, losing the ball, shaky with the ball at their feet, and the Liverpool press was taking advantage of that. And the whole team actually in the first half was really stressed. They were playing defensively. I don't know why Pioli put them out like that. In the first, well, to be honest, it's understandable since it's the first game back and
it's the
against
first game,
Liverpool.
man. You have to, and also you're playing
But-
at Anfield, bro, against one of the best teams at
but it's
home.
Yeah, but to be honest, we were way too sitting back way too much. Like, we were just waiting for Liverpool to attack and attack and attack, and we were playing completely disconnected. Like, we were putting the attackers so far apart from the midfielders and defenders. So we were just shooting the ball up 40 meters up the field, and every time Liverpool was reclaiming the ball in the first half. So in the first half, we were just playing stressed out, and we didn't have a proper plan. And those two goals at the end of the half, those were great goals. That's when that was our first two plays. That's the football that we usually play with two quick passes.
So this lost Liverpool is just a case of no Milan played badly, but it's just a really good team. Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool's a great team. Yeah, and also it's the first game ever back in the Champions League.
Yeah.
So we have to cut some slack for the Milan players. Like, 5 of those players never ever played in the Champions League in their lives. So for the first game in the Champions League ever, you have to cut them some slack, and especially in the second half, actually they showed some good signs. And obviously the goal, you saw Leao did a great pass to Rebic, and Rebic of course had a great game. That was a great finish and assist. And even Brahim Diaz showed some signs. He dribbled past some players, and he made some good, and he scored, of course, and he made some good passes.
So wait. Who else is in this group?
Atletico and Porto. So yeah, Atletico and Porto, they drew, but I believe we'll have it will be an easier game against Atletico than against Liverpool, of course.
Oh no, yeah, for sure. No,
because it's a
because
different-
the last one's.
yeah.
Do you think you can make it out of the group? Because my thing is, look,
It depends. We needed Ibrahimovic in this game because we need the mentality. If Ibrahimovic was playing in that first half, we would have come with a different mentality.
but would you have scored those 2 goals with Ibrahimovic?
Yeah, because Rebic will still be there, of course. Yeah, we would have scored because having Ibrahimovic in the box is a completely different story. And also when he comes back, and the mentality of the team changes. Milan were scared in the first half; they were scared. But yeah, of course, Liverpool against Atletico is going to be a tough game still, but I think we're going to have it a bit easier. And this is my thing: we can get out of this group, but it's going to be very tough. If Ibrahimovic is fit and shows up, then we can get out of this group. But if not,
Okay.
I think we're gonna come third.
Nomad, is your mic working there, bro?
Wait, what can I say? One more thing.
Yeah, go for it.
About what's it called? I have to give props in this match to the Tomori. First of all, Tomori was unbelievable. That was like an unbelievable game. He none of the goals were his fault, and he was blocking Origi the whole game, and Mane as well when he came on, and also our goalkeeper Mignon. Like,
Mignon, no, quality.
Yeah,
quality.
that save on Mignon, yeah, that save on Salah was great, and double save. Like, Salah is a penalty taker that everyone knows how good he is.
Yeah, no. That was an amazing save.
He had a great game in general. Yeah.
He should be number 1 over Lloris, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Nomad, is your mic working there, bro?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. So talk to me about Camavinga, man. Is this guy really the truth, man?
I think he can be, the player who kind of fulfills the promise, that Pogba may,
Pogba?
I mean, a lot of people thought that.
Bro, he's not Pogba, bro. Relax. He's not
No.
Pogba.
He can be a different, variation of Pogba. He can maybe perhaps give something that Pogba maybe could not. you know.
In terms of what? Like, this guy is talented and so forth, but he's not. I think there is a sizable difference in terms of ability and technique between him and Pogba at his best is one of the best players in the world. At his best.
We
That's
don't
the
know what,
content away
but
from
we don't know what
Camavinga.
we don't know what Camavinga will be at his best, right?
I just don't.
Also,
He's a
also,
different player.
also,
He's a different player.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, where was Pogba at 18?
Okay, no. All because that Pogba wasn't doing this at 18 and so forth. It doesn't mean that, because he's doing this at 18, he's now going to be like as good as Pogba when he's 25 and 20 to 26. Look at Balotelli when he was 19, 20. Where is he now? So my thing is that, like, even if he's playing like this now, the way that he plays isn't like
You're comparing him to Balotelli now.
No, I'm saying that's like we don't know what a young player can do today and what he will do 5, 6, 7 years down the line. I've seen many guys who have been many amazing as teenagers, huge hype. What's it called? Balotelli, Cassano, several guys. But my thing though is,
All I'm saying is, he's just an 18-year-old. He's just turned into an adult, I think we should just give him a chance. Just a couple of seasons.
Yeah, but
And then
depends
I
on his
think-
mentality and his consistency.
Yeah, and then I think we should make a judgment on him. At least a couple of seasons. He just turned 18. That's what I think.
so how did you view the game then?
Yeah. Actually, the game was, it reminded me quite of that, that fascination with control and balance that Ancelotti always talked about. Even if you go to his earlier interviews, Ancelotti always spoke about balance, that stability and all of that. So I think we can see where he's going. Even with Vasquez, a lot of people are saying, what is Vasquez doing on the right? Or Valverde, what is he doing on the right wing? We exactly know what he's doing on the right wing now. It's all about balance. It's all about control. It's all about, uh, putting a lot of people in the midfield and, keeping the ball and all of that. And even though because of that, the number of chances may be lesser than maybe under Zizou. But with the players that he's got, what he has to do now,
Hold up. So guys, if there's anyone else who wants to join and just have their say on the whole CL thing, I've put up the link now on Twitter. So the link is now on Twitter. So if there's anyone else who wants to join and just have their say on the Champions League games and so forth, the link for the stream yet is now on Twitter. Click in if you want to get in right now. Noma, talk to me.
Yeah. So I think now that his priority is now to build team chemistry, and maybe with Mbappe next season, I don't know who else may come in. Now we're hearing that they're in talks with Goretzka. I don't think he's extended his contract with Bayern, and he's becoming a free agent in the summer.
Oh no! Goretzka, he's already signed the contract extension.
Okay, so then
Yeah,
maybe not.
Look at his
Pogba,
age, man. Look at his age.
yeah, he's 27, 28, right? So a 5
Yeah,
years
of course.
contract but it'll still be okay. But maybe I don't think people are saying that we'll get Pogba, but not maybe. But anyway, regarding today's game, I think it's telling that after 0-0, after almost 87, 88 minutes, at the last moment, that Ancelotti magic worked, that Real Madrid pedigree, showed up, and an 18-year-old assisted to a 19 or a 20-year-old scoring Champions League away, 90th minute, Real Madrid. That's what pedigree is about. It's not about the players. It's about something more when it comes to Champions League and Real Madrid.
No, and that's why I said that's the difference with when you bring in the whole PSG thing, because of PSG, of course PSG have the players and so forth, but there's just something a little bit different when you have that pedigree up in that piece, man. Abdul, talk to me, man. The streets are saying that Messi can't adapt. Are they being fair or so forth?
No, they're
after
being
just one
completely
game?
fair. They're being completely fair, 100% fair.
Are you saying this because he left Barcelona? So are
No,
you
he's
being
finished.
sour?
No, I've been saying this for a while. He's finished. Finito.
What?
How do you say in Italian? Yeah, he's finished.
After
Give the-
one game, he's finished.
Give the Ballon d'Or to Lewandowski. Just give it to him already.
Reverse psychology, by the way.
HH, I have
That's
some
right.
words.
Give it to Lewandowski.
Okay,
Nah,
okay,
man,
okay.
HH, I need to speak to you about yesterday's disaster, man.
Oh no, don't worry, we'll get there. Let's first deal with this now, and then we can talk about yesterday's disaster. But are you actually being real when you said that Messi's finished after just one game against Club Brugge? You're not actually going to give him like?
No, of course not. Of course not. Of course not. Like, if we're being serious, yeah, you saw his performance last week against Bolivia.
Abdul, are you going to compare Bolivia to a Champions League FC Brugge team? You see, this is why I always have to use the example of Dodd, and this is my Ballon d'Or argument, is what Messi does against Colombia or Peru or Bolivia is not the same as what Lewandowski can do against an England or against a Spain.
Yeah, but I just think it was an off game, to be fair. Like, a lot of players in that PSG game had an off day today. It wasn't just Messi, so I think people being...
So wait. Is it an off day or just, okay, Pochettino doesn't have a clue as to how to set this team up?
No, yeah, also that. Like, I don't rate Pochettino. Like, I know they're not going to win the CL, because to win a CL, you need balance in the team, and you need a coach that can be able to get the best out of the players. Like, when you have a team with such big egos, like, it's very hard to control. Very, very hard to control. Like, even TT couldn't win the CL with Mbappe and Neymar as well. And look what he's done with Chelsea, with, on paper, less superior player. You know what I mean? So no. I don't think they are in the conversation, to be honest, because for me, they are like a star team. You know, they're a star team, but star teams aren't the best teams.
It's just a bunch of individuals. But see, Abdul, I said this at the start, and guys are like, oh no, but I said you can't just shove amazing individuals in a team and think that you can win a Champions League. No, you actually need a team with structure and an identity.
That's
the
why
ambition with PSG is that they don't have an identity.
Yeah, there's a difference between a talented team and a team full of talents. That's what I always say. Bayern are a talented team, and they've even been a talented team. Like Germany, like they're not like Germany when they won the World Cup. They're not a team filled with talents, but they're a very talented team because they work. There is balance. There is a system. There is a good coach that can get the best out of them, you know? It's not the same thing with the PSG. And that's, for me, why they will always struggle in the Champions League until they sort it out, because you can't. It's very difficult to buy your way to success to a Champions League. Look what City have done. Like,
Just a quick point on that, because people will say that, okay, look, these guys are going to be compared from now until the end. If we're not talking the whole Ballon d'Or talk, Lewandowski and Messi, and guys would say, now, what if PSG played Barcelona? They would probably do what Bayern did to Barcelona, and I say no. And also, I will flip it even more by saying that if that Bayern side faces FC Brugge side, they're delivering them 5-0, because that's FC Brugge side don't have Araujo in defense, who single-handedly stopped it from being 4 or 5.
Yeah,
you know.
And Messi doesn't. He is lagging Dodd. He is lacking Dodd recently, because, as you said yourself, no El Clasico goal 3 years. The last real Dodd, like, if I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't know if you remember this. The last really time where it really was wow. Like, this guy really stepped up and won us a big game. Do you remember Atletico Madrid 2019 when he scored in the last minute away from home to win it 1-0?
I think so. I think so. Yeah.
That was the last time he had Dodd, bro. Other than that, it's been gone. It's been gone. He hasn't scored against Real Madrid since 2017, man. Like,
no, because my thing is that if Lewandowski keeps up his goal ratio, keeps scoring in Bundesliga and keeps scoring in the Champions League from now until the end, and Messi is still trying to adapt and so forth. You see, Messi, it's just that my thing is I would like to see what they then do, because obviously we know how these guys can cheat, because like how they cheated Snyder and Ribéry, and also it's a French award. Messi plays in France. It's a done deal. But my thing is that would be pretty messed up if Lewandowski is continuing to score, maintaining a high level both in the Champions League and in Germany, and you don't give it to him. It's like,
I think if it's 100% objective, and there is no bias, no media bias, no favoritism, no, because he's a superstar. So it helps the award and the ceremony to have Messi win it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it's spoken about more. So obviously Messi will win it, but does he deserve it? In my opinion, no.
Your boy Hassan, man, talk to me, bro. Salah, man. Rukba, he's that dude, man. Your boy, that guy Salah is that dude, man.
15 goals max. Is that what he said? It's cool, HT. We'll forgive you for that L.
Look, man.
On the game, man, I think it was a really entertaining game. For the majority of 90 minutes, it was an end-to-end game, which was an amazing game. I think 3-2 was a bit humble AC Milan a little bit because the first half an hour, we were all over them. I think we were all over them first half an hour. They couldn't beat the press for some reason. They couldn't beat the press for the first 45 minutes, I would say. Who scored the first goal? Flipping.
It was an own goal.
Own goal, yeah. Was it Tomorrow own goal?
Tomorrow
it was a good play.
Alexander-Arnold with a deflection and Tomorrow.
Yeah. It was Tomorrow. It was a good goal. When Milan scored 2 goals, wow, that was out of nowhere. It was 2 quality goals. I think our defending there was a bit shocking, to be honest. A bit shocking, but I'm not surprised. Gomez's first game in like 9 months. So yeah, I knew as soon as second half time, I knew we were gonna win. I mean, Salah, man, this guy underrated, man, underrated. I mean, the Mane Salah debate died last year. Salah now. Listen, when he retires at Liverpool, he's gonna be one of Liverpool's greatest players.
No. Look, I said, look. I mean, nobody can deny. That's what I said. People have to talk more about just how consistent of a goal scorer this dude is. Like, it is his consistent goal scoring is amazing. But let me ask you this: is that obviously Liverpool did have a great transfer window and so forth. We know this. Champions League, there are no away goals. If there are no major injuries. No major injuries. Do you think or not Liverpool realistically have to be a Champions League favourite? Because I think in this game, you just saw how, as long as they have that whole Anfield situation, these guys can turn around any game. So do you think when it comes down to it, they can still be able to say what's up?
Of course. Absolutely. I don't know how you can doubt us in the league, fair enough. In the Champions League, I don't know how you can't put us as one of the favourites. We proved they won it. I think 2 years ago we won it. And listen, we didn't have squad depth the year we won it in 2019. We didn't have squad depth. So as long as you have a fully fit 11, I don't fear any team. Like, I wouldn't want to face Bayern, but I wouldn't fear them.
Okay.
But yeah, but shout out Lampard for selling Tomori. Tomori was listen, he was really good this game. He was a really good man.
Oh no. I mean, no, I don't know. It just shows you how much of a flipping moron that dude is, Lampard, man, because it's like it's obviously apart from the whole deflection, but the fact that he can put a performance like that in a CL Champions League game against Liverpool.
Yeah.
That's something.
And shout out for Fabinho has been quality for a couple of games. Fabinho has been really good.
No, look, man, Liverpool, man. I said again, you can't count these dudes out. So before I come to Jamal, man, what's it called? Suleiman said, funniest FB term HH. It's terrorist football for me. Actually, who said terrorist football? I can't remember what, because someone was referencing, maybe it was Barcelona. I think somebody was, yes, it was last time. Somebody was referencing that trash we saw from Barcelona. That Koeman is basically playing terrorist football. Look, what I saw from Barca was a disgrace. And yes, Abdul, I definitely want to get to your take on that Barca crap.
By the way, HH, before you move on, can you quickly pull up who scored and assisted the first Sheriff goal today? I think
you see that.
I think you'll find it very funny.
I know. Cristiano to Adama Traore, man. So yeah. No, look. Nobody can insult these guys, man. We have to give them props. But no, we'll give Sheriff their flowers. So from your boy Albert Cardenius, man. So Albert Cardenius says, HH, who's looking good enough to be this season's dark horse? Ajax took 5 Gs at home and Sheriff looking high. Ajax is a team my issue with Ajax is when they meet a real proper team and they'll get beat. The Disney Plus story is Sheriff. That is the Disney Plus story, because my thing is that that's like my second favorite team that I want to go far.
Mine
So, and also, I watched them again. These guys, they look good. Look, Cristiano looks good. What was that doing, Cristiano? He looks so. My thing is like, guys, because everybody has kind of surprises and so forth. And Sheriff knows this is their first time. They're playing with no fear whatsoever. Nothing's going to hinder them. And who knows? They'll be like, look, because this is what even I said to Hussein, the Inter fan, that if Sheriff of Nottingham, a team from freaking Transylvania, come through that group ahead of Inter Milan, I've got to induct the badge. But for me, like, I think a dark horse for me, I'm going to say Dortmund.
No. The defense will let them down.
But I just think that's with Marco Rose. I think he's a better kind of a manager. Look, think about it. He's a much better manager than the two previous clowns that they had, the interim dude and the other clown that they had. So I think that, yes, they don't have Sancho, but Gio Reyna, Haaland, Bellingham, Ruiz is in there, Brandt, and if Hummels doesn't and Akanji don't make any stupid mistakes, I think those guys can see what's up.
No, but what's his name? Hussein is not here, but you can't. I was gonna say you can't say about Inter that they're not gonna get out of the group, because there's no excuses now.
What happened in the last 2 seasons?
Exactly. That there's no. It's their third year.
So you're saying Conte tax? You're saying Conte tax then?
It's their third year in the Champions League. So now they have no. And look, at the game against Real Madrid, I was watching some parts of it. Like, to be honest, they didn't play badly. Like, they had some good chances. Courtois made some saves. So
yeah.
I think Inter is going to get out of the group. To be honest.
Well, look, we'll see. Look, the better. Look, let me bring this. So Jamal, talk to me, man. Liverpool, man. What did you make of the game? How Milan played, and I mean, because Jamal, here's my thing. My thing is that, look, if Liverpool don't have any injuries, these guys can beat anybody. Because I think we're looking at the Champions League where there is no team to fear. There's no big, massive bully. But do you think that's dangerous that, as long as there are no injuries? Because if Salah goes down or Van Dijk goes down, as you saw with those two goals, it could totally make myself Liverpool. So how do you assess the whole thing?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a mad one. I agree with you that if we are fully fit, we can beat anyone. I'm not scared of anyone if we're 100% fully with no injuries. But that's the thing. You see, 2 seasons we was fully fit, no injuries. But bro, you can't be lucky like that every year. We need reinforcements. So yeah, man. So that's the thing. But guys, let me talk about this game. It was a mad one today, because bro, when I saw the lineup, I see no Virgil, I see Origi starting. I said, raw, Klopp don't rate AC Milan. He thinks they're trash. I mean, that's the first thing I said. I said, Klopp is boring.
It was weird, because I thought, did he want to rest them or so forth?
Yeah,
rotation. Did you see how Tomori gave birth to Origi, where he physically destroyed him?
Yeah, I saw that.
I saw that still. But yeah, man. So when the game started, I mean, we was beating the living daylight out of Milan. Guys, I thought I was watching Kimchi raging. That's what I thought. That's what I thought I was watching in the first.
That's deep, man. That's deep.
That is deep. That is deep.
But bro, I never seen Salah miss the penalty. When he missed the penalty, I was like, what? I think he missed one, and that was against Huddersfield. But this is his second penalty he missed. I was like, oh. And then I just went out.
And also, I think he tried to go into. I think he tried to hit it in the middle, but Maignan just was able to get it. So
shout out that goalkeeper, man. Name me a black. I can't say that again.
What's it called, Jamal? What's it called? I think when that happened, everybody was like, Jamal, are you? Can you still sing that song still? Because look at what Mendy has been doing, and now you see what Maignan is doing, bro.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah. And also, Kepa is white. Last I checked, so that's what's name. So.
Guys, from today, there's no black goalkeeper tax again. I think it's over. The black goalkeeper tax is over, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, and then I just went out for a drink, guys. When I come back, I seen 2-1. Bro, my hand went numb. I actually dropped my drink. I couldn't believe it. We was slapping this man up. When it come back, it was 2-1. I couldn't believe it, man. But then after the next game, the second half start, and Salah, I knew he was gonna score. Because soon as Salah missed that penalty, I was watching him. The only thing he wanted, goal. He just wanted to redeem himself. And yeah, man, and is it too late to say Pogba? I mean Henderson over Pogba, or I'm pushing it?
Wait, Jamal, relax. No,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, relax. No, but look, what I could know, that was a very good goal.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was a very, very good goal, bro. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I have to give a good props, man. Now that's a quality goal.
Yeah, the technique on that was amazing. But yeah, man, that's what I say. I'm happy for the 3 points, and I think Atletico and Porto, I think they drawed. So that's good. And yeah, man, if we stay fully fit, I ain't scared of no one. No one.
Oh no. There's no one to fear. There is, especially after seeing PSG. There's no one to fear, man.
And yeah, stay fully fit, I ain't scared of no one.
What the heck? Jabari, who do you support, Jabari?
Madrid.
So talk to me, bro. Camavinga, man, coming through. Is Hazard screwed?
Basically, yeah.
Yes. He's being benched in a UCL game. That's not good enough.
With Vinicius on this form, no way Hazard starts over him, in my opinion.
No, because what's bad is that if an 18-year-old in the 2 games he's come off the bench has contributed, because that's what I said that Camavinga has done more in 2 games than Hazard has done in like 3 years, which is frightening.
That's getting kid, by the way.
No. I said it like as painful as it is to say, it's unfortunate. It's fact. It's unfortunate fact. But Jabari, talk to me about Madrid, man. I mean, like, do you have belief? You didn't get Mbappe and so forth. I mean, Messi's gonna now flop and not get Mbappe his UCL this year. It is what it is. Do you believe Real can actually get a UCL with these dudes, with Vini, Camavinga, Rodrygo? Are these guys ready to step up and say what's up?
For me, no, because the simple fact is that attack does win your games, but defense win your titles. And for me, our defense is not good enough to challenge for the title, for the Champions League, and that's just me being completely honest. Because you've got Mendy back, Carval, Militao, possibly Miguel or Alabat left back. When you look at Chelsea defensively, they have a better overall structure than us. Chelsea, Bayern, all those teams. So for me, no. Semi-finals is max for me.
God damn.
I'm also a Real Madrid fan.
Okay, talk to me.
I'm not really worried about the defense that
Where
much.
is Hazard? Is with a friend? First of all, before you say anything about Real Madrid, Hazard, talk to me. Is it over for my guy?
I don't think so yet. Yes. I don't know why he didn't play today. Maybe he was injured or he had some problem. I've not read any.
If he's on the bench, he's fit enough to play. So,
wait, guys,
the bench
breaking news. I heard Hazard before the game was in a pizza store in Italy.
So,
let's game, man. That's
what the streets are saying. The streets say that.
What do you want?
The problem with Real Madrid that I have is, I know Modric is still good, but he does not move around the pitch that much anymore. It doesn't give how we bench Modric. I feel like it's not longer his best. There are many times he could have gone forward. Or even when defending, it's like walking back sometimes. And I feel we don't have a midfield. Like, we should be worried about the midfield. Camavinga is just 2 matches now. So I'm not all hyped about him yet. Mendy will be back very soon. I feel like Real Madrid it might be Militao Mendy or Militao Alaba. Yeah. I think the defense will be good, but the midfield, I don't trust Modric that much anymore. And Lucas Vázquez, I don't know why to put him.
But Camavinga, though, it could, because it's funny how these things happen. Mbappe was the main thing. Mbappe, blah, blah, blah. And people thought it was going to Mbappe, but he didn't get Mbappe. Now, I don't think Camavinga ain't no Mbappe, and he's not going to do what Mbappe does. But do you believe that Camavinga could make a pretty big impact, like a massive impact this season as an 18-year-old? Or should we not put that much pressure on him? Because look, 2 games, he's got a goal and a match-winning assist. Talk to me.
Yeah, I think we should not put that much pressure on him. To me, it's just the first the match with Celta. Probably if it was a Champions League match, it might not have gone that forward that much. We was winning 3-2 already. This other game with Inter Milan, I don't know. Maybe I mean it was good, like a put himself in a position for Valverde to give him a pass. That was good, but I don't know. I've not seen him do very well defensively. I've not seen much of him being defensive. Like at the last minute, he did a foul that was unnecessary. Inter Milan could have scored with that free kick easily. So I feel like I've not seen much of him. And also, I don't know why Ancelotti put Lucas Vazquez. The guy has not even played 3 matches in La Liga yet. Like, it didn't make any sense. Rodrygo should have started. Lucas Vazquez is supposed to have even been sold. I don't even know why they renew him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, no, but
Wait, do you feel Real Madrid can win the Champions League, HH? That's all I want to know your thoughts.
Jamal, I'll be real with you. This is a very... See, here's my thing. You know what? Because I don't want to jinx Chelsea. I don't think there's a team to be feared. But
Bayern.
if Bayern Munich click...
Yeah, Bayern are the most... Yeah.
If Bayern Munich have no major injuries, I think that's going to be a problem for anyone. I think Chelsea is just... Yeah, they're there and everything, but I don't want to put it... But I think Bayern Munich are the only team where like, okay, right, if these guys click, they're going to be a problem. I don't buy the whole PSG hype. City... Pep is their own worst enemy. Liverpool are so reliant on there not being any injuries. And that's the thing. Because remember, people have to remember, if Lewandowski and Goretzka played last against PSG, they beat PSG.
That's a good point.
And maybe we have a whole different conversation, because then if they now face Man City, who knows? And if Chelsea faced Bayern in that final, who the hell knows what would have happened? So, because for me, like, both obviously I watched as many games as I could. I don't think any team were as impressive as Bayern. Now, were Barca the worst team over the 2 days? Maybe. Abdul will tell us that before. So let me come to this boy, Mr. Alan TJ, bro. I'll be you like a Liverpool fan, man. Talk to me about Liverpool's performance there, bro. And Henderson getting that G.
It's better than Madrid.
Bro.
I didn't say nothing.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro. Do not.
Classy, bro. Classy.
What's going on, man?
Whoa. I hear, bro. I think your mic, bro. Your mic.
No, it's not his mic, bro. He's doing it on purpose.
This guy's lagging in real life.
Yeah.
Oh no. Was that his mic? I think that was his mic. I swear it was his mic.
No.
Yeah, the audio wasn't in sync. It wasn't.
Can I ask Hazam a quick question? Hazam.
Wait. Hold on. Let me just quickly take this dub. One second. From your boy, Waza10, who says, Thank you for the dub, Waza10, bro. He says the only teams that can beat Liverpool are Chelsea, Atletico, and Real Madrid.
And Bayern.
Yeah, it's like
I agree with that.
So you're saying that Bayern can beat Liverpool?
Yeah, they can.
No, for me, my thing is Atletico. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, but for me, I still believe that time that Atletico beats Liverpool should have won that game. They should have won that game. Real Madrid. Yeah, they can, but I would still expect Liverpool to beat Real, although we also what happened last season. But no, I mean, Waza, you cannot only tell me that Bayern can't beat Liverpool at full strength.
Bayern can beat anyone.
Yeah, at full strength, Bayern are smoking
especially
anybody.
with Lewandowski.
Yeah.
You know?
Hazam.
Yeah.
Ask away.
Bro, did you pay your Egyptian friend today to miss that penalty? You tell him to help you out.
Nah, bro, but it's about the goalkeeper, bro. Big Mike. What a goalkeeper, man. That was a great save. Salah, the penalty wasn't bad, to be honest. It was just.
Can you imagine how Donnarumma is feeling with Magnon getting all these chances
I was gonna say,
and he's getting benched?
Magnon is exactly. Magnon is saving Salah's penalties while Donnarumma is sitting on the bench.
Donnarumma is a complete moron. Like, you just got voted player of the tournament at the Euros, and you left Milan, where you could have been a starting keeper, to sit on the bench for PSG, which is insane. And right now, Milan just got themselves a very good keeper.
Yeah, watch out for him.
Very good
He can, because he's good with his feet as well. And you saw the whole game; he was making some good
And
saves.
I think like
this guy can become a top keeper in Europe.
I think he had like really good stats like last season.
Yeah, he had the most clean sheets in Europe. Yeah.
Was he not at Lille last
He
season?
had 16
clean
sheets last season. 16 clean sheets.
So let me come to Rob. So Rob, talk to me. I mean, are people overreacting with this whole Messi Eminem can't really say what's up because these guys were unable to beat FC Brugge, man? What do you make of Eminem not popping off against FC Brugge? It's only been 1-1, and they could have lost.
Well, I think they're overreacting because it has only been one game so far. To say that they're bad, that is just too early to say. I think they maybe just had an off game today.
Liverpool at full strength. Do you think they're good enough to win everything or no? If they run into like a Bayern, Chelsea, or so forth.
Yes, they're good enough to win everything, and they already did that in 2019 when they won the Champions League.
Yeah, but that was a different Bayern, though. That was a different Bayern.
But
wait, is Rob a Liverpool fan? Or?
No, but Liverpool could win everything, but it depends also what the other teams do.
Okay. Ricardo, man, talk to me, man. You know, obviously you're a Barca fan who I hope you have healed from the darkness that happened from last night. But Messi, your boy Messi, man, look. People love agendas. People will say, hey, Cristiano scored yesterday. Messi can score. Oh, Cristiano is better than Messi and so forth. Do you think that we're being too reactionary? Or do you believe, like I feel, Pochettino tax is real? And that MSN midfield, we are underrating how much that MSN midfield helped and contributed to MSN. Talk to me.
All right, so I'll address the Pochettino thing. It's definitely real. Like, the guy is trash. He's been trash. I didn't believe you from the beginning, but I'm starting to see the light. This guy is actually trash.
Yeah.
Regarding Messi's debut, I mean, it's his first game, his full first game outside of a Barcelona uniform. So, I mean, like, you take it for what it is. I mean, it's just about margins. If Mbappe scores that chance Messi gave it to him on a plate, which he scores like 9 times out of 10, he has an assist. If that ball he shot that hit the crossbar is like a bit lower, then everybody would say he had a great debut. So I wouldn't even say it was a bad game. It wasn't a great game by any measure as well. It was a decent game, but I think pretty much what PSG INT said is like that midfield they put out there was a second string midfield. It wasn't that good. We have to see how if they perform like this with Verratti, Idriss Gueye, and Di Maria, then that's a serious issue. But it literally was a second string midfield. But either way, Club Brugge deserve all the credit in the world. They did really good as a unit. I was actually surprised they played that well. But as for the Messi thing, I mean, it is what it is. It's only the first game. Like MSN didn't click till like 10 games in. Suarez didn't even score like in the first 5 games for Barcelona. So I mean, all I see is like Mbappe didn't make a lot of runs, but in the runs that he did make, Messi actually spotted him a few times. So if Mbappe can adapt his game and getting in behind the defense, I think they can.
But you know what worries me though is it's not really Mbappe is there. He's doing his game. It's Neymar. Like. I think Neymar might be on a decline.
Easy. He might be because, like, honestly, in the first half he was non-existent. But he got better in the second half. I'll give him that. But I mean, like I said, it's the first game between Messi and Neymar in over 3 years. Neymar's a different player. Messi is a different player.
But that's my point, though, because that's the different player. The Neymar at MSN, I don't think is as good as this Neymar that we've seen in the last few years. But the Neymar right there fits for what MSN were trying to do. So he fits the role well.
Right. I mean, you got to compare the third piece, the third component to this trio is not the same player as well. So it adds a different dynamic, which is Mbappe and Suarez. As for Neymar, I thought Messi and Neymar played better together in the last 20 minutes of the game opposed to the first 70, which they looked like they didn't even know they were on the same field together. But I think they started showing glimpses towards the end of the game. But like I said, they have a good challenge coming up against Lyon, which in my opinion should be a better team than Club Brugge. And if they can't get that together, then I don't know. Like bigger questions have to be asked.
Your boy Salman Zaki, man, talk to me, man. Poch tax won against a team called Club Brugge with your boy Mignolet in defense. Israel in as keeper 1-1. What happened?
I do think that the team lacks chemistry and cohesion in the final third. There's not a lot of movement going on.
Pochettino is trash. You're saying Pochettino is trash.
I never rated Pochettino. I think he was like a bottom half coach that can't deal with pressure. So I don't really rate Pochettino that much. But we can't really judge PSG right now. We need to see when Verratti and Di Maria comes back and see them how they play against City.
But do you feel that they can still win the UCL? That these guys can click and come together? Because my argument is Pochettino tax is real, and Wijnaldum, Paredes, and so forth. That is, you see, a midfield still needs to have a little bit of creativity with it. Now, of course, Verratti is still to come. But the issue is there's so many players, so many variations. Do you trust Pochettino with all this talent?
Nah, not really. I don't think PSG will win the Champions League. The favourites are United, Chelsea, and who else? Liverpool.
Wait. Who do you support?
Chelsea.
Now, why are you saying United are favourites after they just got touched by Young Boys 2-1?
There's something about United, man. Like when it comes with.
Do you know who Ole is? Do you know who Ole is? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Do you know who he is?
Now they got Ronaldo now. Ronaldo is the key component to the team right now. So I do
Loud
think
man
they'll reach the
lucky.
semis.
Mute your mic.
They'll reach the semi-max. They might win it too. Who knows?
What's it called?
What HS have you addressed the fact that Cristiano Ronaldo knocked out a steward in the warm-up to the game yesterday when he was attempting a free kick?
Sorry, say again. He what?
Check Twitter. Check your Twitter.
He almost killed a black lady with that free kick.
No, there's no way. What
the hell? Oh, damn. Cristiano Ronaldo knocked out a steward with a wayward practice shot before Man United Champions League defeats to Swiss side Young Boys on Tuesday evening. Jesus.
Viva Ronaldo.
And this is why he shouldn't be taking free kicks. Okay, but that's what, like, look. I mean, now people will call me a hater. The guy has not scored a free kick in like 3,000 years. Because I think the guy is trying to score a conversion in rugby or in NFL rather than actually play the game of football. That's just what I'm thinking. YSK, man, this whole Messi thing, man. Why are people saying that Messi's trash, he can't adapt and rush? It's like, why are people so reactionary? Why do people love to jump into conclusions?
Well, if you just want to base it off of the games that we've seen him play so far, he has been trash. So,
trash. He's what,
bro,
trash?
Listen. Okay, no, that's what I'm trying to say. I just think watching him in this PSG side, he looks so out of place. Like he doesn't first of all even look right in a PSG shirt, let alone functioning in the team. And it doesn't help your wait, how do I put this? Is it wife, husband, Rafaela? Who how do I say it? And his or her brother-in-law Neymar. The guy, I fear the worst for Neymar, bro. I think you know I said as a joke.
Right.
No. You see, YSK, people think I think Neymar might be on the decline because people need to understand.
Overreacting, man. Come on.
People need to understand what happened to Adriano, what happened to Robinho, what happened to Ronaldo, and so forth. Is once they fall out of love in the game, it just goes. Like they just don't have the same kind of professionalism that other guys have.
And he's still in for February. Yeah, he's still February.
Is it so what?
He's 30 February.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So like time isn't running so, but sure, why is it continue?
The really sad thing was the Club Brugge number 10 Lang. He was playing like how Neymar should be playing.
He was techie.
Jamal, you know what the crazy thing was? The guy looks so much like Neymar on the pitch, bro. He actually looks so much like him.
And he's called Lang.
He's called Lang. He's called.
He's lagging.
He's
Check,
called.
I feel like PSG are lacking a focal point.
Mbappe's not a striker.
Yeah,
That's what
but Eminem has to play, bro.
You bring in Cardi B, aka Cardi, and then this guy was literally just he was missing the ball. There was Hakimi actually put good crosses into the box. This guy completely missed the ball on like 2 occasions. Listen, it's too. We'll have to see. This can get really interesting, this group now, because if Mauricio Pochettino don't fix this team up, and then Neymar continues to do Neymar things.
What are you saying, bro? Are you saying
I'm not. Jamal, relax. They're making through. They're making it through.
Okay.
But I'm just saying it can get interesting. It can get interesting.
No, because I mean, like,
we'll see how the City game goes. That's important for these dudes.
Based on the performance I saw, if they don't improve drastically, they're losing to Man City for sure, because they play Man City next, like 28th of Sep. They're losing. But you
also,
sorry.
Go on. You go.
Okay, so you made a very interesting point because you talked about how it just doesn't look right, and people will say, "Oh no, it's only one thing. It's one thing." But here's the thing: if let's say we had your boy Klopp or Pep, I'll be like, give it time, because these are tacticians who know how to tweak. Bro, we all saw Tottenham; they had no personality. Like, do that particular Tottenham team? Do you say, "Oh yeah, this is how they play. This is what they do"? No, it's just vibes and interpretation. Hence why people say, "Oh, Pochettino guided them to the final." No, it was Son and Lucas Moura.
I agree.
Like, what tactics did he really employ in that game against Ajax? Moura just said, "What's up?" Individual got the hat trick. So my thing is that how do we believe that Pochettino?
What's up?
Hey,
Juju man.
Let me first deal with Wildcat because I've got to address what's in the AVI. But just stay there. So my thing though is that I'm going back to you, Wildcat, that do you believe that Pochettino has it in him to somehow tweak and change the team to now function with Messi? Because it just looks as if like this is just vibes, which is similar to what happened with Tottenham. It was just vibes.
It's. I mean, I don't know about. We'll see what happens with the whole thing, but I just think this team is so unbalanced, and also I've seen a lot of people come out and give the excuse that they were playing against Park the Bus FC. If you watch the first half and then the majority of the second half, Bruges were dominating these lot. Like they attack after attack after attack.
And they were not like it wasn't like men behind the ball, bro. They were actually throwing men forward.
Towards the end, naturally you're gonna hold back because PSG is pushing every man, woman, and child forward. So you gotta give Bruges their credit. Mauricio's got to find a way to fix this up because if that you can't rely on just those front three, bro. As much as we think, because it's the talent and everything, they're just gonna click instantly. This might take some time, because Messi just doesn't look right. For me personally, he just does not look right in this team for some reason. I don't know why, but he just doesn't look right.
Wait, quick word on Hazard, man.
My boy, I love Hazard
because, I thought, first of all, when I saw Hazard on the bench, I was like,
debut season, by the way, debut season.
I see. I'm still clinging on to that. But this Wikipedia says this is the 3rd season. I was saying debut season.
Wikipedia is overrated, man. Come on.
Thank you. Without Wikipedia, I would have failed my uni degree. So I can't really
you will have passed anyway, man. Yeah.
Jamal,
this is 18th century tax.
Jamal,
18th century tax.
I didn't know how that course was about. So no, without Wikipedia, I would have failed. So
AJ, would you take him back?
Whoa! Let him say what he have to say about his.
Yeah, what was you going to say?
Yes, I would. Yes. So my thing is, do you feel that with what Camavinga is doing, first game scores a goal, second game match-winning assist, that Hazard is actually screwed? Like there is no way back into this team. Vini playing well, Camavinga being key.
So, Well, I can't believe we're in a world now where like Camavinga is replacing Eden Hazard.
An 18-year-old, Brand. An 18-year-old.
Bro, no. He's gonna come good. He's I believe in your debut season thing, and I think it's just.
No,
Wait, are you trying to like jinx him?
Wait, future goal.
Wait, HH, there's always a January transfer window, man. So there's still hope. Have hope.
And guys, stop hating on Hazard. You know this guy's a kid. The guy's 21, 22.
Yeah, I know, man. Relax. Let's chill on Hogan, man.
Okay, wait. Before I come to Jude, let me just hit this. So from your boy, Detroit's Rock City, who is a Bayern fan, Detroit says, HH, we need the European Classical, Real Madrid versus Bayern.
Ooh, I want to see that.
Look, but Bayern would beat Real. It would be a close game. Over 2 legs, they'd beat them. In a final...
Anything can happen.
In a final, anything. See, for me, over 2 legs, they'd beat them. In a final, anything can happen. But I just think that Bayern, are in a much better position than Real. But the issue with Real is that it's Real Madrid. And especially when they know they're facing Bayern, Real will just go back into what their DNA is about, man.
Yep. Before you move on, I almost forgot. Shout out to Martin Wazari in the chat.
Oh, no. Hassan, thank you for the dub. Hassan Superchat says, Taliban Saint-Germain can't beat FC Boobies. Shake my head. Look, the issue is we did a preview. We did a preview, and PSG Anti said that last year they beat FC Brugge years ago they beat FC Brugge like 5-0 without Messi and so forth. So I was expecting, this is going to be like a simple thing. So the fact that they only drew 1-1 against, let's keep it real, that team is trash. That team is trash. Like, just keep it real. They're trash. Go look at Pochettino funny. Juju man.
Your boy.
Yeah. What's up?
So wait, Juju man, I need to address this Ava. First of all, are you a Bayern fan?
Yes, since last week.
Yo, welcome to the Lewandowski hype team, bro.
Yeah, Ballon d'Or. He's winning Ballon d'Or. I don't care what he's winning Ballon d'Or.
Oh, man.
Let's go.
The GOAT, man. The GOAT.
He's the best player.
So what was the specific thing last week that turned you into a Bayern fan?
I saw the future, and I saw Pochettino, and I was like, look, the end is near. I might as well. I'm not a loser. I told you guys I have to win. I have to win somehow. So, I saw the end with that Pochettino's team. I was like, I have to switch. There's a future here. There's a future, Double H.
So let me get this straight. So basically, you were a PSG fan.
I was like a closet PSG fan. I like the players, and then I just saw the Pochettino, and then it was a disaster. So I was like, look, it's time for a new start. I have to look to the future.
Okay, so let's not deal with your current club, but because I think is this like your fifth club? I think you were a Real fan. You were a City fan. Were you ever a Barca fan?
Oh no, never. I don't like Barca. Never liked Barca. I just don't like the club.
Next week will be a Barca.
Barca don't like you either. Barca don't like you either.
Good.
Okay, so just bad. So dealing with your current club, Bayern. Actually, no. Before we even get to Bayern, what do you make of this whole thing of your previous? Oh, this is weird. So your previous club, PSG.
Yeah.
Messi hasn't been able to show up. Do you feel that the hype of Eminem, Messi, Neymar, and especially Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe is going to flop, or do you think that they can combine and say something?
I think I said this last season in the game against City. They need to get rid of Pochettino. He's a tier 2 manager. There's nothing personal. It's like he's not a good manager. And the one thing too, I told you the Double H last season. I'm done with Neymar. Like he needs to lose. He has a lot of muscle now, and he's bulky, and he can barely dribble. He loses the ball a lot, but he used to lose the ball a lot. But at least he could dribble. Now he cannot dribble, and I mean, he has 1 or 2 flashes, but that's about it. And with Messi,
So are you saying that Neymar is finished or he's on the decline? Because you used to tell me that Neymar is the truth and the best player in the world, and so forth. That Neymar needs football. That Neymar is the gift of football. You used to be saying this to me, bro.
He used to be the best double H, but now it's not finished because I mean the players there. I just think they need a new manager and I've said this since last season. It's like Pochettino is not like you can see this team. They look like Tottenham. No disrespect to any Tottenham fan, but this is. You expect better. Like, who are these players they were playing against? Like Lang. I mean, he might be good, but like, it should.
No, gentlemen, they're not good. Like a guy called Lang for FC Brugge is not good.
Respect Lang, man. Respect Lang.
He's good. Bro.
True.
He's possessed by Santos Neymar. He's possessed by Santos Neymar today.
True. And so yeah, true. So I look at this PSG team. They need a new manager. But I don't know if they have the guts to fire Pochettino. Like it's not. This is no overreaction. Like if they get rid of Pochettino, I think it's no overreaction. And then Navas needs to warm the bench because Donnarumma should be starting. I don't know why Navas is starting. I mean, it's just like Donnarumma is way better.
So wait, what do you make of Liverpool then?
With Liverpool, I saw like I saw part of the first half.
Because my thing that if they have no injuries, can they win the UCL? Because it's the same team that won in 2019. Salah's scoring, bro. Salah's that dude, bro.
I think it'll be. You know what? I won't say they're winners, but I'll say Anfield will be difficult because that crowd is that's really hard if you're playing in Anfield and then they have the crowd. It makes it 10 times difficult. Yeah. And then with going forward, I mean. They have weapons, but I wouldn't say they're favorites. I mean, I wouldn't say they're favorites. They're probably top 5, but not favorites.
So let's deal with this whole Lewandowski Messi thing.
Yeah.
Is there any way possible that they can get Lewandowski that Ballon d'Or? If Lewandowski continues to score at this high rate and Messi struggles to adapt to PSG from now until the end of the year, do you somehow see the Ballon d'Or guys saying, got to give it to this freaking dude, man, based on the entire year?
Yeah, I think Lewandowski deserves. It's not even a question. Like last year, they robbed him. Like they clearly, it wasn't even a discussion. Like he was clearly the best player, and they robbed him. And then if they do it this time, I think Bayern Munich should go on like a PR. Like they should like this is now. I don't know how to say. Like this is just outright discrimination. Like this guy literally deserves the Ballon d'Or, and they're discriminating him. Like
wait. Lewandowski isn't black or Asian. How is it?
Relax, man. Whites can get discriminated too. Relax. All lives matter.
Oh, geez, that's new.
Yeah, sure. Like this is like because it's like he's literally the best player. Like if he was like,
man. ALM.
Yeah, true. But he's the best player. Like, and it's not even like with Messi. Like Messi is good, but it's like
I'm just saying,
this guy is clearly the best player.
Because we also what Lewandowski did yesterday, scoring 2 freaking Gs. And if this guy keeps on this whole scoring rate and so forth, doing what he does as a role, and because my thing that it is going to look really bad. And look, these guys are flicking like they're heartless. They do whatever looks good. And the issue, do you know what the issue is? It's a French award. So if Messi beats living crap out of Brest FC, Croissant FC, Eiffel Tower United, and so forth, they will say, "Oh, but like, bro."
I don't think the Ballon d'Or will lose credibility. You can't just give people you like and then
they already lost credibility, man.
Juju, man, they've lost credibility for ages, bro.
Well,
last year after they robbed Lewandowski, but look, this year like it's pretty obvious. Maybe, I mean. Someone can say what if Jorginho can be a surprise. I think like if he can win. I mean, I can't complain.
I dare them to give that thing to Jorginho.
They might.
There's no might. I dare them to give it to Jorginho in front of Lewandowski and Messi.
Does he deserve the podium?
Yeah, I think he'll get third or second. He will get third or second. Because
he doesn't deserve to be the podium. How does he deserve to be on the freaking podium? No,
because of the trophies,
Champions League and the Euros, and he was important.
He was
important. Oh, really? Was he? Oh, he was important.
Wait,
this guy's trying to jinx it, man. He's gonna milk the hell out of it if he wins.
No, wait, AJ.
And then so.
Wait, would you mind finish about that? I'm going to come to Oyema, then I need your Barca rants, bro.
AJ, can you come to me?
So last point with with the Bayern game, I think a man of the match. I mean, my man of the match, Lewandowski aside, is Upamecano Diotto. What's his name? The centre back. He's just like, it made it look easy. Like it was just like a practice session. Like it was just too easy.
But I'm still getting used to you being a Bayern fan because I can't keep up with how many teams that you said keeps.
I think I might just go neutral to make it easy.
Yeah, that's why you be a football fan.
Yeah, I'll just be a football fan.
Juju man,
you can't be neutral.
He gave birth to guys like Coleman. He gave birth to guys like Coleman.
Yeah, true.
No, because people call him. People say, "Oh, Cole 2.0." No, Juju man is the original OG. Yeah, he's a triple OG.
Yeah.
Where's Billy Corral?
I don't know.
The last point. Yes, so like I'm shocked how bad Barca were yesterday. I like even Bayern didn't even have to try. That's how bad Barca were. And I think Coleman he should be in prison for throwing in the towel. He threw in the towel after the first goal or second and just put in substitutes like the young guys. That's criminal.
Prison. Do you know that rapists and pedophiles go in prison? So you should put Coleman with rapists and homicidal maniacs and psychopaths.
He's a
yes, because what's he called? It's like that. The way he just gave up, like he didn't even try. It's like you concede and then you just bring in the youngsters and like, where's the fight? Like you cannot just throw away the game like that. What kind of issue like that? I don't know what Coleman did, but that didn't look good. Like you just don't give up like that. You show some fight. You have to fight back.
No. It was bad. It was. That's what we'll get to, Abdul. So let me read some of these supers, man. So from your boy, Zoteng TV says Lep will lubricate Loch and his farmers team. I am looking at just how FC Brugge played and how easy and the chances that they got. I am fearful that if these guys face City, because I think they face City in Paris. That City could beat them and beat them bad. And because
psychologically they will, because last season they beat them. Like psychologically, I think if they have to change the manager because Pep now psychologically he knows he can beat. He knows he can beat.
Bro,
yeah,
also
so,
this PSG side, they have the players to play out and expose on the teams on the wide. Why was they playing so compact? Like the only guy getting out wide was Hakimi, and that's it.
No, but because again, the issue is we've got Messi, we've got Neymar. Give it to them, and these guys will now form magic. Pochettino doesn't have a strategic plan. Like when you look at Bayern Munich, you can see, this is how they play, this is their structure and so forth. Pochettino, that's vibes. Like Pochettino it's almost similar to Ole, but at least Ole there's still a bit of structure to what Ole does.
Relax.
Pochettino is all vibes. It's all vibes. From your boy David T, man, thank you for the super chat, David T. Thank you for the super chat, dub. David T says a manager that certain fans were desperate for has lost a cup to Lille and drawn with Club Brugge with Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. Careful, United fans. YSK, were you one of those fans that once said Pochettino?
I was not begging for Loch to be in my team, and if I was begging for them, it would be to win the Papa John's trophy. So I do not intend on winning it.
Because and I keep saying this to people that because whenever I say that Pochettino is trash, guys say, "Oh, he led Tottenham to a Champions League final." Did they get that final because of Pochettino's management? Because people are sort of comparing that to what Mourinho did with FC Porto. Or what Klopp did with Dortmund, where Klopp was a major reason why.
Bro, that can't be a serious comparison, bro.
No, but people keep saying that. Oh my gosh, Pochettino got them to use the fan. Like if it's a great achievement, I'm like, it's great that Tottenham goes to the final. Some of it was divine intervention. Some of it was massive luck with that match against City with the whole VAR thing. And Lucas Moura just dropped a 3-piece in that second half. Like they should have lost the game against Ajax. They need to win that game because of Pochettino. And I say
and also, why did they lose the final?
Can I say something? Can I say something about this?
Go for it.
Okay, first of all, about Pochettino, yes, I don't think he's the right man for PSG, and he's got a lot to prove. And if he doesn't fix up, then he should get sacked, yes. But I feel like the narrative on this channel about him is very harsh. You guys saying, oh, it was just luck.
Yeah.
First of all, the summer they got to that final, the team made 0 signings. For a team that doesn't even have money like that, they made 0 signings. Also, his best player, Harry Kane, was injured. The group they had was with Barcelona.
The great Larry Lane.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
Trunk.
Anyway,
Treat Trunk, I know.
The group they had Inter Milan and Barcelona. They made it past the group, and then they beat Dortmund in the round of 16. There was coaching involved there, and they beat Man City in the first leg due to coaching. Okay, I don't think Pochettino is the greatest
coaching
manager.
or son. Okay, and also Aguero missed a penalty in that game as well. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, a bit of both. I'm not saying it was all him, but
No, but they were playing well. Come on, man. Don't act as if
yeah,
like
don't
they're
act like
doing
it's just the players, because it's just a narrative that I think is a bit harsh. But with PSG, he needs to improve, because the players you have, you don't get a pass. You need to show some more tactics.
Do you have belief that with these players, Pochettino's management skills will lead them to a UCL title? For me, I say no.
I would say no, I don't believe that. But what you need to understand is he can take them to a certain point, but individual brilliance could win them games, such as like the Bayern Munich game last season, where I thought he didn't really do much tactics, but individuals got him to that point. So
and in that Bayern Munich game, there was no Lewandowski, there was no Goretzka in both of the legs, and no Gnabry as well. So my thing is that you can have all the management and so forth, but when it comes to these key games, if you go up against a Tuchel and Ancelotti, your management skills are going to be key. Divine intervention only happens once every 1,000 years, and it's happened in 2012 with Di Matteo. Okay, so it happens once every 1,000 years. So,
he does have a lot to prove.
Wait, just to say that with Pochettino, I think they need to get. This is like a crisis. It's an emergency. I know it's the first game, no, it's a crisis. It's a crisis. I am having nightmares. Guys, I am seeing Messi playing in Europa League right now. Like they're not going to beat City. Guys are saying this is an overreaction. It's not. But I'm having nightmares.
Jujuman, you see? Wait, are you saying that PSG can't beat Leipzig?
They couldn't beat Club Brugge. Like, what makes you think they're going to beat Leipzig? Like, what's going to change with this team?
Jujuman, in your heart of hearts, you honestly believe that Messi and Neymar will be playing in Europa League? That's kind of...
Wait. Hold on.
I'm concerned about it.
Hold on,
Jujuman. Okay. Let me finish the point.
Why did you leave out a certain Mbappe in that sentence?
I'm concerned, Double H. I'm looking at this thing.
Neymar.
I can't string passes together.
Mbappe is going to leave in January. Marley, talk to me.
Yeah, I've got a couple more points, and then I've got to go.
Okay.
Regarding Neymar, I think you guys are overreacting a bit, saying that he's on the decline.
Well, you would say because you have him as your AVI.
Yeah, but it was only a few months ago he was at Copa America and he was good there. So let's calm down a bit.
What did he do in the final?
And you're comparing him to Ronaldinho and Ronaldo.
Has he won a Copa America?
But wait. At the same age.
Did they win Copa America without him?
They already had won everything, so he had nothing left to prove. Neymar, he's got a lot to prove left, so he knows that he can't be messing around. But he needs to win a World Cup and etc. But with Messi as well now, people are saying, "Oh, he's trash," blah blah blah. But he hit the bar. He could have easily scored, and Mbappe should have scored from his assist. But we'll see how it goes with the chemistry. But the next game in the Champions League is against City. That is when we can judge them properly, and then we can say, "Oh, Europa League, or they're trash," blah blah blah.
No, they're losing. Like we'll
see. We don't know.
Miracles. There's no miracles. Like
these guys,
Jujuman, don't count out left, man.
And they need Verratti as well, because the midfield today was awful. I'm sorry. I don't know what Pochettino was doing with the tactics. He brought off Paredes and Wijnaldum just to bring on Draxler.
The City game is sorry, but the City game is in a week or 2 weeks. Like
2 weeks.
It's not even
28.
So it's not that even far.
They have 3 games in between.
So it's like, what's going to change in the next 2 weeks? Like,
okay, hold up. So
does it look good?
From your boy Z Gould, man. Thank you for the super chat, Z Gould. Z Gould says, everyone bantering United. Watch them still get out of the group and maybe top it.
Yeah, that's true.
Look, it could happen, but we can still abuse them for losing to young boys. and we can still abuse Ole for bringing us Cristiano and Bruno Fernandes. Like, that can still happen. So, yes, they could end up top the group, and they should top the group because based on the team that they had, Villarreal, Atalanta, young kids, yeah, they should top that freaking group. But we have to address the fact that you lost to young kids, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because he was frightened of young boys, he took off Cristiano and Bruno Fernandes and was playing for a draw.
Relax.
No, we have to address
You said
that.
some questionable things, bro, back to back.
Wait. Abdul, talk to me, man. Barcelona, man.
Can you hear me?
Unfortunately, yes. So, you were talking about how we were overreacting and it's not that bad. Ansu Fati is supposed to come back. Who's going to come back? Bayern Munich are pieces of crap. Germans smell, all that kind of stuff. You're saying all that kind of stuff in the live chat before. So, do you want to fully address the nonsense you were saying last night after the crap we saw over 90 minutes? Please, thank you.
Let me start.
I mean, this club is just well run, and I mean, I think my season is over. I think I'll just because Barcelona, I think this is the better team, the best team in the world. Even though they didn't play well.
Juju, man, is that you?
Wait, who said that?
Wait, can you play it again? Run it again, please. Run it.
No. Just keep it.
Juju, man, listen again. Please run it again. Abdul, run it again.
All right, one sec.
And please listen carefully, Juju, man. Listen carefully, because I think we recognize the voice.
Because Barcelona, I think this is the better team, the best team in the world.
We all know who that's.
It's deep fake.
No, it's not the best team, man. Come on.
It's deep fake. Deep faked audio.
Oh yeah, deep fake audio.
But
You know what I mean? I got receipts on everybody.
So Abdul, talk to me. So
It's not the best
Abdul, what was that piece of crap nonsense we witnessed last time?
I wasn't trying to defend it yesterday. What my point was that you were very overreacting. You were making it out as if like you didn't expect this. You made it out to seem as if we had a fully fit squad, and if we had our attacking players, we wouldn't have registered a shot on target as well. Like, you went as far as to say that yesterday was worse than 8-2. And
yes.
I couldn't live with that because first of all, yesterday they had less shots on target than they had goals in the 8-2. So already that can't be true because they had double the amount of shots on target in the 8-2. All right. Second of all, I do understand the fact that we got dominated. I just didn't like the way you came out. Everything that happened in the game, I told you before the game. But still you came out to make it as if like you seemed very surprised, as if you haven't seen Barca play. We played like this against Athletic Bilbao. We played like this against.
So Athletic Bilbao completely dominated and controlled the game without Bayern did.
They did.
Wait, why is HH speaking to HH?
No, Hassan, things have changed since last year when you left, man. Trust me, I think things get a lot weirder. Things get a lot weirder the weekend, bro. Things have changed. So
Yeah. So I'm not trying to defend yesterday. I just feel like, and I feel like you were a bit reactionary because we know we are in a rebuild, and we know man for man, Bayern are supposed to rip us. So we are rebuilding, and we have a lot of kids. Our financial situation. I feel sad for our president because he's coming into a situation where both our men's team are horrible and the financial situation is pretty bad. You know what I mean? So
wait. Let me ask you a question.
Alex, who went trophyless last season?
Easy. Don't react. Don't react to the comments. The comments are just there just to embellish the whole experience. So, do you think that the Barca women's team would acquit themselves a lot better than the men's team?
They won the treble last season.
I think Sunderland still have as many league titles as Chelsea. Actually.
Abdul, don't let me bring up 8-2. Don't let me bring up 4-0. Don't let me bring up 4-1. And let me bring up that piece of that crap. Abdul.
Yeah.
Five shots, 0 on target over 90 minutes.
We had every good defender, every good attacking player out. Injured.
So, all because you had Fati, Dembele, and that geriatric Aguero off, you accept 0 shots on target. You accept that.
Accept it. I'm saying I'm not coming here to defend. I know, like, people would take this as if I'm defending, but all I'm saying is I think you.
Wait. How about I talk about the Champions League trophy that was won this year, and how about I talk about how you had to buy a ref to win 09? You shouldn't be talking slick and get that trash AVI off. Let's talk about what Barca are doing right now. Don't talk slick to me, man. Continue.
A win is a win. A win is a win. But anyway, so what I'm trying to say really is that the way we set up yesterday was not to attack Bayern. The way we set up yesterday with Luke de Jong to counterattack, it was obvious it wasn't going to work. But we had no other options. Every fast player we had was injured. So how can you be surprised that we are so lacking in threat? Obviously, that's going to happen when we're trying to counterattack with Luke de Jong. So
but Memphis Depay underperformed, man. Come on,
bro. He was playing in the 10 role, man, because he was playing in the 10 role. He was trying to attach because our midfield was so low. They were so close to our own goal that we literally had no one to bring the ball out to our attackers.
So let me ask, Abdul. So you feel that Barca are not in a state of crisis at all, that you will comfortably make it out of the group, maybe we'll make the quarter. So there's no reason to panic.
No, I don't think we can make the quarters. I think we can make it to the round of 16. But we are saying in a crisis, like crisis from club to club is a difference, because when I hear crisis, I hear like, oh, these guys are going to be struggling to make top 4, you know, which I don't think we will. Like, we still haven't lost a game in the league, you know what I mean? And I think we can win our next 3 games in the league without many problems. So when you're saying crisis, it's a rebuild. Like, what do you expect us to say what's up to the best team in the world when we are playing kids, when we have tons of injuries, and when we're rebuilding? Obviously not. But you're coming out saying, oh, Barcelona are finished. We are rebuilding. So Chelsea, when you were playing in Europa League, like you played in Europa
Chelsea
League.
Different. We have Bram. And Abdul, you're skint. Your club is skint.
We're skint, but we're linked. We're going to buy Dani Olmo for 70 million in January. So how does that work?
Oh my God, bro! Come on, man. Dani Olmo. Come on. Man.
Who's Dani Olmo?
The number 10 from RB Leipzig.
Salzburg, I think. Sorry, Leipzig.
Wait, yo, Adrian, let me get on this.
No. Let me finish. Let me finish.
70 million, bro. That's way too much.
Let me finish my point. I have to finish my point.
70 million, bro, for Dani Olmo.
So my point is that you are just overreacting because HH, I want to ask you a question. I don't know if you can hear me because your headphones they're off. You know what I mean? Wait, I need them to hear me.
You wanna ask me what?
Yeah, I wanna ask.
Wait, what do you wanna ask?
What would you rather?
Guy said Daniel Olmo with his chest like this is a big thing.
I want to ask you a question. So would you?
And Jujuman, this is the club that you were boasting years ago. Okay, what do you want to ask me?
It was 24 months ago, by the way.
Sesame Street stacks.
Yeah, I want to ask you a question.
Oh my God. That's the question, man.
Why? What's his name? It's oh no, Elbow. What do you want to
ask you a question? Remember.
Okay. What do you want? No, ask the question. Ask the question.
No, yeah, I want to ask you: would you rather have more attack in a game, but therefore also sacrificing your defense and losing 8-2, or would you rather play defensive, have basically no attacking threat, and lose 3-0? What would you rather? Be honest.
So wait, say it again. So no attacking threat, lose 3-0, attack and what lose like 5-0. So
8-2.
I would. A loss is a loss. But obviously, it's all losses.
No, it's not. No, it's not. A loss is not a loss.
Nah, 3-0. I'll lose
Wanted
3-0.
by that loss. No, that loss is different, man.
3-0 is better.
It's a trick because you're trying to set me
Well, it's
up.
not a trick because you came.
It is.
out
It's a trick. It's a
No,
trick.
because what kind of if you're a good defense and you're losing 3-0, come on, man.
No. Because my thinking is that Abdul, like, why I compared the two is when you look at it, of course, 8-2 as a scoreline is worse than 3-0. But the thing about 8-2 is that I watched the game recently, and Bayern didn't outplay Barcelona. They just scored 8 goals.
No,
I watched the game recently. I watched the game recently, and it's like it was similar to Germany-Brazil 7-1, where it's like they just scored 8 goals. This game was 3-0, but Bayern completely dominated them. You see, when we saw 8-2, the thing was, man, they scored 8 goals. But this is what's like, man, Barca, this is just like, these guys look, it was a mismatch. So the 3-0 looked worse, performance-wise, than the 8-2.
It will have been worse with Semedo.
Yeah, and the one thing to double H, I think I was about to say this yesterday is I think this is the worst Barca because they were so bad that Bayern didn't even have to try. Like they didn't even have to try because it's
they were in second gear. They were in second gear.
Yeah, because it's like
so you're
these guys, you don't
Bayern
even
have
have
to
to stand
try
it. But even the commentators were saying like these are like the fans. I think like they've just accepted that. Look, it's time to rebuild because this Barca is it's no good.
I just disagree. I don't think I mean, we did get dominated yesterday, but I just feel like it's an overreaction because in the second half, like for a large part of the game, I don't think we got dominated. For the large part of the second half, when we brought out a lot of youngsters, like
like this fake Javi.
True, but Abdul, that's because Bayern. That's because
overreaction.
It's big.
I don't think. Sorry, I don't think it's overreaction. I just think like Barca was just so bad. Bayern didn't even try that hard. They were like, we're just going to. And
it was
like,
very.
These guys are not the same
that's
level.
It's like Bayern had a tougher game against Leipzig than they did against Barcelona. Like Leipzig gave them more issues.
It's just not understand it.
And that's why it's scary because because I was even what's it called? I was watching the Sheriff. I think it was the Sheriff game or Dortmund game, and the commentator was just referencing that. Oh yeah, like was referencing the Barcelona game, and he said the same exact thing that I said. He said, "Yeah, obviously watching Barcelona yesterday, like man, it was just sad seeing Barcelona in that way." Like when you just saw how Barcelona are, and I get the injuries and so forth, but this is still Barcelona. Barcelona are still a club that even if few players are missing, they should still carry themselves in such a way. Bayern came to their house and completely just dictated them and just controlled that game for 90 minutes. And for a club of that stature, it was sad to see because we know how.
Yeah, but there's no context. There's a reason behind that, though. There's a reason behind that domination.
But Abdul, I'm saying that still a club of that stature, even with those players missing, shouldn't put forth that pathetic performance.
Yeah.
That's what's being a big club is that being a big club. How many injuries did Real Madrid have last year? But they still managed. Bro, they had to play freaking. Remember that game against Atalanta where they had to play like Ugo Duro and guys from the road because they had everyone injured. But they still managed to say what's up.
I think you're seeing the difference between the quality of manager because in the past you haven't given too much credit to Luis Enrique, but it wasn't just long ago where Busquets was Spain's best player and Pedri was looking like shades of Iniesta in the Euros. But under Koeman, both those players are just like. I don't know how Pedri has just turned into a workhorse, and he actually just got injured. He's going to be out for like 2-3 weeks. Like he does not improve players at all, and he just has his preferences. Like yesterday, you could have used somebody like Ricky Puig on the field, and just it's not even a point of conversation at this point whether or not he plays. He's just not going to play. Period.
I think it was because Ricardo. It was because he went out with that mindset of damage control. He didn't want to do another 8 because he knows. And to be honest. in the long run, it might not be so stupid because, to be fair, had he gone out attacking, HH, let's be honest, had he gone out attacking and had we lost 7 or 8 or 9 or 10, it could have had a bigger influence on the rest of our season.
No. Abdul, because I want to ask Usu so that
mentally,
it's not about attacking. There is a way in which you can defend, but how you now counter, and the structure in which you counter, and my issue was Barcelona handled the ball, but it's just how aimless they were. Like, there's one thing giving the ball to Sergio Roberto and to Alba and just crossing aimlessly. And another thing of like, okay, we're now going to be able to find patterns and triangles and be able to beat the press and pass, move around and be able to beat the press through quick shots, passes, and quick triangles.
We don't have the players for that. We don't have the players for that. And just to round off my point, like, as I said, like, I'm not trying to defend anything that happened yesterday. My whole point is, I think it was made out to look worse than what it actually was in the circumstances that we were in, because I think a lot of what I was hearing yesterday was taken out of context, because not many people were mentioning injuries, not many people were mentioning the fact that, like, the state of our team, the state of our squad, and therefore the criticism was a lot more harsh. It was like as if we were being criticized, as if we still had Messi on the field, you know what I mean? As if we still had world-class players and put in that performance. But in reality, we don't. Like, we tried to counter-attack with Luke de Jong. Like, what do you expect against one of the you know what I mean?
There was so many. Wait, Abdul, how well do you think you'd have done with your full squad?
What'd you say?
How well do you think you would have done against that Bayern side with your full team without the injuries?
Would have made no difference.
It's tough to say, man. It's tough to say. We'll see in the Alliance. We'll see in the Alliance.
Team is not good.
Abdul, I still think you should take that forfeit rule. Hussein,
yeah.
Obviously, it was a loss on sofa, but there's a certain narrative that's out there. Now, if Inter, although you have to watch out for Sheriff, because Sheriff are those dudes, man, and Sheriff are like, those guys could surprise everyone. But if Inter make it through the group, what does it say about Antonio Conte, who, after 2 tries, failed to make it out of the group, especially last year?
Right. So, first off, I think if we look at Conte's season, so we brought in Lukaku. This was, 2 years ago. We brought in Lukaku, we brought in Sanchez, we brought in Young, we brought in a few other players. We were so bad in Europe, we couldn't even beat Barcelona's like B or C team that season. We went to the Europa League. We were looking good there, and then we faced the kings of Europa, and that's Sevilla. And in the game, we looked like we had a chance. Like, oh, okay, like maybe, you know what, Conte knows what he's doing. But then, all of a sudden, there are bad tactics. First off, the squad that he put out.
Who said what's up in the final? Who said what's up? Which player?
Which final?
The Europa League final.
Luke de Jong. Luke de Jong, he.
Wait, what kind of nonsense laugh is that? You're defending Luke de Jong?
No, you were literally just saying that he was.
This is how far Barca have fallen. This is how far Barca have fallen.
You were literally just saying that he's the reason you guys couldn't counterattack, and now you're praising him.
Please talk over him. Hussein, talk over him.
But the reason why I'm mentioning this final is because I'm just thinking to myself. First off, the squad he put out a midfielder by the name of Gagliardini, who is a flop. He gets made fun of 24/7 by every Inter fan. This guy is straight up garbage. Hazim knows what I'm talking about. This guy he's useless. And then we also have another midfielder now, Stefano Sensi, who gets injured on the daily. That's why Çalhanoğlu has to play, and Çalhanoğlu is also really bad.
No, but my thing is that if you make it through the group, what does it say about Conte? Because I think that it has to show that Conte, you're complete trash and garbage.
Right.
Because it's tricky, because again, Sheriff, we can't sleep on Sheriff, and also you struggles. I think you failed to beat Inter Shakhtar last year, and then that's what's up. But if Simone Inzaghi can make it through the group with these dudes, does that mean that Conte, you dropped off the bag, bro?
Right. So I was gonna say, like, we were Europa League finalists. It looked like we had some potential. The next Champions League, we were 4th place instead. And now we did lose to Madrid, but I mean, in terms of play style, we look fine. In terms of the chances we created, we look fine. Defensively, this was, a masterclass from Skriniar. It was a masterclass from De Vrij. Looked good at times. Bastoni looked good as well. So if we do make through this group, which, I know some people are going to be like, Sheriff, Shakhtar, this and that, but we've lost to these teams before.
And you shouldn't be losing to the Sheriff of North.
We shouldn't.
Man, so.
Last year, Shakhtar was the reason why we couldn't qualify to the knockout stages, or at least Europa League. So if Inzaghi can manage to get this team through, what it says for Conte, it's a tough one, because in general, you look at Conte and he's only gone through the knockout stages once, and that was when he was at Juventus. And Conte is obviously a great manager. He obviously has a great style of play. I enjoyed his style of play, but at the same time, a lot of people like to call him a domestic merchant, and maybe that is true to an extent. But at the same time, if we were in that Champions League knockout stages, would Inter win the Scudetto is the real question. I think if we were in the knockout stages, maybe we'd have a chance, but I think Milan would, really, really close the gap. Sorry.
Yeah, but Hussein, I think Inzaghi, he's gonna do in the Champions League better than in the league this year, because he's more of a cup coach. Like, he won the Coppa Italia, but Conte was just league. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my hope, because when I look at Inzaghi, like, he has a great record in the Coppa Italia. He's won it with Lazio. He's won the Supercoppa as well. So Inzaghi, he that's the thing. I think we've kind of lacked these kind of managers, ones that are really strong in cup competitions, because we had Luciano Spalletti. He was the manager that took us back to the Champions League. And
so, but my thing, do you believe, will you make it through to the group? Yes or no? Will you make it through the group?
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. I'm a bit optimistic. Yeah.
Well, you better. Okay, wait. Let me read some of these dubs, man. So, from your boy David T. Thank you for the super chat, David T. David T says, including his time at Juve, Chelsea, and Inter, Conte's total record is 12 victories, 11 draws, and 11 defeats. United fans, be very careful. Why Skin? Is there actually a true belief that United are actually looking to get Conte to replace Solskjaer? Because I keep seeing Conte's name trending.
I mean, Marcio said that there's no contact. He said that what's it called? Conte would like to, like, he would like in the future maybe to coach Man United, but there's no contact.
Yeah, and I would respectfully decline.
Oh, okay. If you had a choice of keeping Ole and getting Conte, it's a tough one. Because what you get with Conte is this guy can easily lead you to a league, very simply. But he's going to flop it in Europe.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
trash.
I mean, I can't say he'll flop, but looking at his history in the Champions League, that's almost a given now. Because you're seeing what Inter's playing like now in the Champions League, and they most likely will make it out of the group as well. So, but yeah, if I want to dominate domestic football, then yeah, Conte's the guy.
All right. So from your boy Hassan, who says, Sheriff have a warrant out for Juju man. Watch out. Look, Juju man. So are you now back, or are you rich and too busy for us? Or
I'm not back. I'll just come in once in a while. Because like, I know I'm not like,
because basically you're busy rich. You're rich. Okay, you're too
no,
rich.
no, I'm not.
Okay, yeah. Okay, from Azil Stark. Thank you for the dub. Azil Stark says, please tell that man to keep quiet. PSG, Europa League, no way. Not while I'm alive.
Which man?
I'm telling you, I see nightmares. I've seen like they're losing to City both games, and then are they going to even to beat Club Brugge?
come on.
This is
Juju
very
man.
dangerous for PSG
Seriously speaking, do you really believe that PSG will allow themselves to allow, after all the fanfare, all the hype, they will actually allow Mbappe and Messi to play in the Europa League? It's impossible. It's impossible.
I'm telling you, like Double H, like I know this sounds like crazy, but
it's
like,
mad. It makes no sense.
No, it does, Double H, because it's like they look like they're not going to get rid of Pochettino, and this team, like I've seen them since last year, then they still don't have an identity, and it's like.
But they have enough talent to beat
even with that,
Brugge in Paris, and like City is different.
I know it's like it sounds like impossible, but I'm like. This is like it doesn't look good. It does not look good because they should have won this game. It doesn't look good, and now they have City. I'll be surprised if they even get a draw against City.
Okay, wait. Does anyone here think that PSG have any chance of returning to the Europa League apart from Juju man?
They can't. I mean, this would be embarrassing.
UEFA will intervene.
Who said yes? And yes, I believe UEFA will intervene. Wait, who else said yes?
Yes, me.
Okay, why? So I think Shego, why do you think that they can get to the Europa League? How? Leipzig, Brugge, and Paris? How?
Pochettino.
Exactly. And did you see how easy it was for Club Brugge to just go through?
Oh my God! Did you see? They had the firing power that this club has, and they couldn't get 3 points against the Brugge.
Yeah. And really? How easy
but guys,
I'm telling you, this is no good.
This is a possibility.
Have you just paused for a moment to try to visualize Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe playing in the Europa League?
You know, we could see Cristiano and Messi in the Europa League this year.
Relax. Yo.
No, seriously, we could.
I'd pay for. You know what? I would pay money to see Cristiano.
Besides, that's like the only trophy they haven't won domestically. So
I would pay.
And they'll still give Europa.
Wait, hold up. So from your boy Daddy Oos, strange name, says, didn't Chelsea lose 7-2 to Bayern? Relax, Sunderland. Daddy Oos, first of all, who do you support so I can clown your team? But I can at least clown your name. You have a trash ass name. And at the end of the day, you're talking to a team who are the different. So you support Barca. Yeah. You shouldn't be freaking speaking at all, bro. Don't you even dare open your trash, disgusting filthy mouth. Yeah. So no, don't still open your trash mouth. Bayern Munich just beat the living crap out of you. 8-2 and just beat you 3-0 again. Well, fine. I don't know. So Daddy Oos, have some respect to the freaking UCL winners, you clown. From MT, thank you for the dub. MT says, shouts out. Hazem, welcome back. You were right about Lewandowski.
Bro, you know, in 2021, we got HH praising Lewandowski, saying he needs to win the Ballon d'Or, and praising Salah. So, you know,
guys, I'm gonna find that receipt. I'm gonna find that receipt.
Wait, what receipt?
Yeah, do that.
Where you're slating Lewandowski.
Oh no! Don't like if you do, I'll bonnet.
If you just listen to me, you learn a few things about.
Just go back a couple years. That's all.
Wait. So from your boy RDZ171, thank you for the super chat. RDZ says, didn't Olmo leave Barcelona on a free, and now you're buying him for 70 million? Please let that not be true.
Wait, he already played for Barca?
Uyema, is that true? Yes or no?
He was in the academy.
Wait, hold up. Uyema, is that true?
I don't know if it's true, but he was part of the academy.
Yeah, he was in the academy, yeah. Of course, Olmo, yeah. He's Spanish. Yeah.
So you're buying him back from your academy for 70 mil. Look, I told you, Barca the amount of L's Barca is so much.
They got dyslexic accountants.
Yeah, leave us alone, man.
From Nemo Usman, man. Thank you for super chats. Nemo Usman says Abdul is repeating what Koeman said after the game. Oh, look, wait. First of all, Koeman was the same guy who said that because of me, Barcelona have a future. And my thing here is that
he said that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He said that with so much confidence.
Koeman's a clown, man.
He said, and basically, guys are saying that he's basically saying this because he wants to get sacked. Because if he gets sacked, he gets a severance package.
Mm.
Because if he gets sacked, he gets a severance package. Because if he gets sacked, he gets a severance package. Because if he gets sacked, he gets a severance package. Because if he gets sacked, he gets a severance package. Because if he gets sacked, he gets a severance package. You know, so
That's vision right there. That's vision.
yeah, he gets Sefero's package, man. But look,
Barcelona.
Like
I was just thinking that's what happens when you coach someone like Ibrahimovic. The ego also gets to you as well.
When did he...
So your boy Gatlock says, thank you for super chat, says that your mates are looking at Pogba, Mbappe, and you are calling Olmo. Bro,
Yeah, why are you calling Olmo?
those are the levels. If you're saying that you're proud of signing Olmo, a guy
For 70
who
million.
and a guy who missed several chances in the Euros against Italy. Well, Real, look at what Camavinga is doing. And look
he
at
showed
Pogba
up.
and Mbappe.
He showed up in the Euros, man. You're almost doing his thing, man.
Nah, but not 70 million, bro. Sorry,
Bro,
bro.
yeah.
We signed Tomori
70
for
mil
28 million.
into it, bro. 70 mil into it. So okay. Let me put it out there. Is there a clear favorite for this Champions League? We've now seen both rounds of games. Is there a clear favorite?
Man City.
Yeah, it's AC Milan. No, I'm joking.
No, I mean, like, right now, you could. Right
I
now,
don't
you
think
could
so.
say
It's
Bayern,
too early.
Bro, it's
Juju man,
Bayern.
you know who it is. Juju
Man
man, you know who
City's
it
going
is.
to the final regardless.
Juju man, you know who it is, bro. Juju man, you know who it is.
It's
Okay,
beating
Lewandowski is the favorite.
It's too early.
Beating Court's favorite club. Bayern.
Look. The fact of the matter is this: we have to do the math.
HH, you want to bet?
No, I have no money. I'm skint. So my thing is that
Cap.
let's do the math. Bayern Munich last season full strength beats PSG because Pochettino is what he is. If Bayern have no major injuries, and especially if they have Lewandowski on the pitch, and if Musiala is Musiala and so forth, these guys are the team to beat.
Can you really say that,
Bro?
though? Because Lewandowski has been getting some injuries here and there pretty often as well.
That's why I put the asterisk. Because
injury free.
Injury-free,
You have to
of
understand
course.
this Bayern side removed Barcelona while they were in. They didn't even hit second gear, bro.
Yeah, but it's Barcelona. Like, this is not.
Yeah, I know.
This is
No.
not-
But the point I'm making is that it's Barcelona, but that's Bayern on second gear. That's not even them sniffing third or fourth gear. So that's Bayern saying, "Oh, let's just Boom. It's the ease with which they beat the crap out of them, you know. So my thing is because the thing about this Bayern side is we have a goal scoring freaking Lewandowski. We know what that guy is, but my thing is Sané and Musiala. Because if those guys are able to, actually, Hazem, Hazem, I think you need to turn down your background volume because I think I can hear some background volume. But if you just turn it down. So my thing is, if Musiala and Sané really pop off, these guys are dangerous. Now, see, the key thing about this is that, guys, we've seen it before. It's one game. And this is a marathon, not a sprint. Because Weske and Shego, you can deny it all you want.
I'm not a Man United fan. Why do you keep calling me a Man United fan?
Oh, who do you support?
This is my fourth time telling you. Real Madrid.
Oh, okay.
No, second.
Bro, I sent a dub, and then this guy called me a freaking. I was like,
no. Got you confused with someone. No. But my thing is like, so Weske, you're on your own here. So, whether you like it or not, whatever young boys did, United with Cristiano Ronaldo can still do those things.
You know,
now,
no, you're not gonna just drop that and not let me respond.
Respond.
I believe you said that just for pure jinx and juju purposes.
No,
but no, it's fine. No.
How many goals has Cristiano scored? Is it 134?
No, I respect it. I respect it.
133.
Can I land my point, please?
No.
So, in all seriousness, this Bayern side, I honestly think that the team that's most defensively competent and capable of stopping this Bayern side, the Polish nuke and the Moose, the Moose and Ney and Brie is London Blues.
Who struggled to beat Zenit?
No.
A team struggling to beat Zenit.
Yeah, but did you win the game? Did you win the game with a clean sheet? Did you win the game?
It was hard.
Clean sheet. Clean
it was hard. We sweated.
No, HH. It's the small games that count. It's the small games that count. And no, seriously, I'm not trying to reverse or jinx or anything. I honestly think it's only London Blues that has got the best, good enough defense to deal with.
Keeping it very low key with Chelsea.
Wait,
Very low key.
Jackson, Michael Jackson, do you support Chelsea?
Did you say Michael Jackson?
Yeah, you support Chelsea or who?
No, that's new. Wait, hold on. Let me deal with this more on here. So, Daddy Usman, thanks for the dub, but let me now abuse you. Chelsea lost 7-2. The only thing bright about your life is your bald head. Don't be triggered like that. Sunderland is still bigger. So let's deal. No. Let's deal with this clown. We're dealing in 2021. You support Barcelona, a guys who lost 4-1, 4-0, 8-2, got pimp smacked by PSG when Mbappe dropped a 3-piece. Your club is so trash. Your trash crap accountants let go of one of your greatest players ever due to an accounting error.
My God.
Due to an accounting error, you lost your very best player, and that is the club that you're repping. No. Let me embrace this clown.
Take it easy.
So no, I'm not taking it easy. So also as well, you open your filthy, rotten mouth after your trash bum-ass club puts forth one of the most embarrassing losses in 90 minutes, where even your captain Jared Piqué said, "Bro, it is what it is. Well, we're here." You know, this is not what we now have to accept moving forward. So how dare you open your mouth when your club is right at the freaking bottom? Chelsea are one of the favorites.
Yes. Say it. Say
well,
loud.
Chelsea are that fourth, the third, fourth. So no. Wait, easy. So my thing though is that how dare you? When there's even a question whether you can make it through the group, Daddy Oos, I hope you're still here. If your trash crap club that are embarrassing the name of Ronaldinho's thing don't make it through the group, I want you back here. I want you freaking back here, bro. This clown.
I need daddy. I need daddy.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
What is going on with these hangouts?
Hazem, this is what happens when you're not here for a few years. Things have evolved to a very weird era. So basically, trust me, things have gotten very weird. Azel Stark says, Chelsea to retain the UCL. Low profile. Actually, Juju man, if Chelsea were to face Bayern in a one-off game, who do you think wins? Both teams are at full strength.
Bayern.
Right now, or what?
Right now, full strength.
I mean, it's tough. Like I know, like I cannot say which one because even though like yesterday, because everyone says Bayern is favorites, but look, I think just Barca was just terrible. And that
Juju man, just say it, man. Don't be shy. Just say it.
No, I say I can't call it. I can't call it.
Be brave. Be brave. Come on.
I can't call it right now
because Juju man, you know, I want revenge for what happened in 2020. I want revenge.
True. But I can't call it right now. I'll say Bayern win, but no, it's too tough because Chelsea won the Champions League.
You said it's too tough, and you said Bayern win. So there you go.
No, I just say it's too tough.
Okay. It's too tough for Bayern win.
I think this is an easy call, to be honest.
Wait. So King Gumbani, thank you for the dub. King Gumbani says Bayern's last 3 seasons and Real. Bayern last 3 seasons and Real 3 times team over Pep's Barca.
Too many signs, bro. Why you typing so many signs in the comment?
Okay, I'm confused.
He's trying to keep the character count down. That's what he's trying to do.
Bayern last 3 seasons.
Versus.
And Reals are the 3 times team over Pep's Barca.
Basically, the team in Bayern's last 3 seasons and the repeat team is better than Pep's Barca team. Is what he's trying to say.
I can't agree with that, man, because that 2011 team was pretty damn good. The 09 team paid the ref, so that team doesn't count. But the 2011 team, and the 2015 team, especially that 2011 team, that team was something.
They beat a broken down United side. Okay.
From Detroit Roxy says that Hunes stated the fact is Barcelona are bankrupt. And
what it is.
Darius, I open up your listing, bro. You're trying to talk slick, and your club they support are bankrupt. They're
Wait,
skits.
did honest? I think he told like Alaba told him like he wanted to. I read this somewhere that he told him he wanted to move to Barcelona, and he said that, do you want to speak with the president or the, what was it called, like what's it called, the liquidation administrator or something? he said something like that.
And the other was like, okay, well, I need to actually get paid, so like I can't go then. I can't go to a club where they're now asking me to now reduce my wage and so forth.
Yeah.
So
They were abusing Umtiti because of that, like the wages.
Because it's black. And King Gabani says, I heard kids don't learn maths in Catalonia. Bro,
easy. That's
but did you know what was my theory always was? No, my theory is this was an inside job perpetrated by Papa Perez. I think Perez and Bartomeu are related, and these guys purposefully destroyed Barcelona from the inside. 100%. 100%, I believe that. And he's back, Daddy Us. Barca is a dead animal. So
don't back out.
IDEC. What does IDEC mean?
I don't even care.
I don't even care.
I don't.
Oh my! No, don't do this, man. Don't do this.
But you're still triggered. Guess what's brighter than your future? Your bald head. And it was no. Let's do this. The thing though that it was you clown is you don't get to do that. You don't get to do that because you're a Barca fan. Own it. Own it. So we've just seen that your club is a liquidation merchant. Your club has no money, and yet you open your rotten mouth against a club who are the UCL, who are the defending UCL champions. So, daddy, first of all, you call yourself daddy. So, but the first one is you're calling yourself, and don't play that clip. Don't play that clip. First is you call yourself daddy.
Daddy.
Thank you. On cue. So the fact that you call yourself daddy obviously means that the relationships that you have are actually quite weird, where you obviously like to be submissive to dominatrixes and so forth. So do you wear like those black leather things where you cover your head and you're on all fours and you get whipped by like a 60-year-old woman or something? Maybe that's what you do. So that it was think. I told you, man, think long and hard. Think long and freaking hard, bro. Please relax.
Before you mention his head.
So Mr. Rashman or Rashan or whatever his name is. Who do you think, looking at both of these games, okay, we're looking at both of these days right now, who do you think are the favorites in the CL, bro?
I feel like, right now the favorites are definitely Bayern.
Why definitely Bayern and not a Real Madrid, a Liverpool, and so forth?
Because even though Liverpool were kind of smacking up Milan, it wasn't really like it wasn't how do I say it? It wasn't convincing. Yeah, exactly. It's a
Liverpool
Barcelona.
tend to play well at Anfield. Wait,
hold on. Wait. I think Rashan needs to finish his point. Rashan, finish your point, bro.
Barcelona, they're still the Spanish giants. Even though they don't have Messi, Suarez, Neymar, these men are still big in Spain, and they got smacked by Bayern. And these men were taking it easy. Like, just think about when they actually just step it up. Every team's getting just popped.
So say wait. When who steps up?
Pardon?
When who steps up? Who?
When Bayern steps up, yeah. Every team that versus Bayern, it's gonna get popped. Even Chelsea, United, we might have a chance.
No. Look, but so you don't believe in Chelsea's defense? Because Chelsea's defense. Because remember, Chelsea first of all know how to defend and also know how to counter, and they have a guy like Lukaku. So we can't just see. Here's the thing about it: Bayern, of course, they look good and they pop off. We can't fully judge Bayern based off of Barcelona, who are right now at the bottom of the barrel. They're sewer. They're on the floor. Am I wrong? I guess what it is. So my thing is, shouldn't we just wait, or do you feel that you can judge Bayern based off of what they did against Barcelona, who are struggling.
It's a weird one because even though Barca, they still have some quality players, you know, Ousmane Dembele, Frankie De Jong, and they still just got finished. Like it wasn't even like a competitive side to Barcelona in that game.
What about Sheriff?
Why are you obsessed
I
with
didn't
Sheriff?
I didn't crack a joke. Can this be a surprise package?
You know what? Sheriff, they're the dark horses, you know, I think.
What?
They are
No,
the
no,
dark
They're
horses.
Cristiano, to be fair.
My
they
thing
have
is that you can
Cristiano.
laugh at the name and so forth, bro. What Sheriff? Because because obviously Sheriff are obviously in Real Madrid's group, and we know of Inter's track record. Like Real Madrid are top in this group. That's a given. Now Inter should make it to this group. They should, but we have seen Inter have a track record of really messing up and not really making it to the group and so forth. So I'm just saying that the Cinderella story could be Sheriff. Wait,
I'm sorry, man. If Inter go out to Sheriff, man, I'm saying, bro, please, man.
Bro, if we go out, I'm gonna turn into BD core. Just just go anywhere.
You have to become a
on
Milan
loan.
fan. You have to become a Milan. If Inter.
Oh no, thank you. No, thank you, bro. Even Ancelotti was an Inter fan, just so you know.
So from your boy, so Daddy Oos, who says, "I own you, HH. Relax, be calm. You seem too triggered." Daddy Oos supports a better club. Your club is trash. Next time, be very careful with the words that you choose. Okay, you very
Daddy Oos, bro. You keep on posting.
And also you're called Daddy Oos. You call yourself Daddy, which means that mentally, I don't think everything is in there.
I need Daddy. I need Daddy. Daddy Oos, man. The club's paying PK £1 an hour.
And I never said that, man. From 7625E, who says, liquidate FC and Holiday Camp United might be in Europa.
Holiday.
So Holiday Camp is obviously PSG. They're not going to Europa. It's not happening, bro. Like that's not happening. You can relax. Liquidate FC. I will be tuning into Benfica. When Barca play Benfica, I think that's a game that we should all tune into. I believe Barca will make it to the group. But all I'm saying is, let's see what happens when they face Benfica. So PSG and bro, do you still have belief? Because we've abused Pochettino. We call Pochettino trash. He's crap. He's useless, and he has no idea. Because I think a point that YSK raised is that, but first of all, YSK raised the point that the message just seems out of place and doesn't really seem like there's much structure. Then Jujuman said something that shocked all of us. Jujuman says that he had a nightmare. So he says he had a nightmare. Basically, it's like Neo where he sees the vision and so forth. Oh, by the way, that new Matrix film is trash without any Morpheus. Put that to one side. But he said he had a vision and had a nightmare. And in his nightmare, PSG were in whoa. So what do you have to say with regards to whether Pochettino can get Messi working right and whether PSG could land in the Europa League?
People like to say PSG's Europa League after just one game. I remember last season we lost to United. Everyone was saying Europa League. We topped the group, and who went to Europa League? United.
Relax, PSG, bro.
No, listen.
but it's true.
United fans get triggered by anything.
Well, so continue PSG.
You wanted me to accept that?
So I think it's just an overreaction. Yeah, it's a draw. It's the second easiest game in the group, so we should be winning that. But there's still much time for improvement. And I don't think that RB Leipzig, after losing Nagelsmann, Upamecano, and Sabitzer, will even challenge either PSG or Manchester City for the Champions League spots. And we said about Messi, it's his first 90 minutes. Why Messi was so good at Barcelona was he played there season in, season out. He never had to adapt to a full new team. It was always 1, 2, 3 additions.
But what do you make of people's accusations that Messi can't adapt? Messi can't adapt. Do you believe that now he will adapt and he will show that now he can play in a new team and just be as effective?
Yeah, he will adapt, but the word adapt, it means it will take time. He can't just in a game adapt to 10 new teammates, a new league, everything, a new system. So it will take time. But
I mean,
of course
but
Messi
do
will
you is Pochettino look? Do you trust Pochettino? If this was Pep, if this was Zidane, bro, do you believe Pochettino, that man who bought his way? Because again, I don't give him that UCL final, but I think that was the place. People say, oh, it was him. I watched it. He did something. It was mostly just divine intervention, luck, and the individuality. Do you believe Pochettino, the man, can lead your boys all the way through?
I don't think so. I think he is our biggest weakness right now, apart from maybe a midfielder. And the problem with Pochettino is it's not just he's doing his system and it's going wrong. He's having no system. Like sometimes during this game, I thought, are we playing defensively? Are we playing offensively? Are we playing on the counter? So it has taken him like 7 months and still he hasn't like got us playing in a system like Liverpool and other teams do. And for me, that's the biggest problem with Pochettino, that even his ideas, even if they're bad or good, he can't implement them on the team. That's the biggest problem.
Let me just hit some of these supers, man. From your boy King Gabani, thank you for the super chat, Bora. CFC for CL believe in the sick. No. Remember, you used to say that. No, I never. A healthy sick is still top 5. Get the tea and biscuits, bomb Mount and Habibi ZH out of there. Umbani, okay, let me be real with you. The sick was amazing for that period just after the restart. I don't know what has happened to him. And all those guys who said Chelsea can defend their title, remember, there's always a target in your back in the second season. What Mount, ZH, Sick have been doing is not going to have us defend the UCL title. For us to defend the UCL title, we need to supply Luke Skywalker. And I am not happy with the way Luke Skywalker had to work so hard. Okay, for all of you Lukaku haters, do you realize that this guy has scored 4 goals of 6 chances? 4 goals of 6 chances. So my thing is, you already know that you have a clinical finisher and so forth. But if Mounts and ZH has been my guy, if these guys don't step up, bro, how do we beat Bayern? How do we even beat Real? So that's my thing there. But Mbani, I needed to respect Havertz. The fact that he scored the Champions League winning goal, he has a grace period of at least 365 days. He has a 1-year grace period. Please respect Havertz. But yeah, Mount and ZH, if you don't step up, I am going to call Bram to get in a playmaker as soon as possible. From 7625 email, thank you for the dub. HH, I said this. I'm on record saying Messi will get 20, maybe 25 goals in all competitions. I promise you, this team will not gel. I have money on it.
Relax. It's one game.
So do people think that this Messi thing is going to flop? Like, who thinks this Eminem thing is going to flop?
It's not.
I do with the current team. Like,
talk to me. Why?
Yeah, guys, it's no one game. Like, this is since like last year with Pochettino, and I don't know what he's going to do. Like, this is like I'm not even sure I'm going to watch PSG anymore, because it's like I'm afraid of like he's going down south from now, because it's like the problem with this team is like Pochettino. This is how many games PSG? I think they've played 2 or 3 games in the league, and it still doesn't look good. Something
2 or 3. But come on, you just said it. How can we make an assessment after 3 games?
But last year too against what's it called, City. I think it should have, like, against City, like how many chances that game they only scored 1. I mean, the home game that they lost 2-1. They only scored one goal. So it's like they're not opening teams up. Like the PSG under Tuchel, they used to score 6. They're not. I mean, when's the last time PSG scored 6 or 5? And
but I was like, PSG's biggest mistake was basically it was shown. Basically you sack Tuchel, the very next, the guy who took you to your first final, the very next year, he wins the Champions League with Chelsea.
Yeah. It's huge error. And
because Tuchel with this team, especially with Messi, could be very interesting indeed.
Yeah. Plus, I see this team is like they need to get rid of Pochettino, but I don't think they're going to get rid of him. He needs to leave. Like, this is a crisis because he's just not working out. Like, it's not a good match because it's like.
But my thing, Juman, aren't you underrating the individual brilliance of what Mbappe can do, Messi can do, Neymar can do? Where these guys can just see, even in the game again. Yeah, it wasn't a great performance. Brugge supplied them. Messi was inches away from scoring, putting it on the inside and so forth.
But the one thing I've learned, like in recent years, like having a good manager, like it's a big deal. It's a big
key.
deal.
It's key. It's key. Like the only time a trash manager won a Champions League was Di Matteo. That's the only time.
Sure, because it's like having a good manager. Because I look at a team like Real Madrid, like their team is not supposed to like what Carlo Ancelotti is doing is like this guy is just doing is elite. Like he's doing what he's doing is exceptional because it's like this team is not supposed to be this good, but what he's doing is, I mean, he's getting the best out of the players he has. And you look at this PSG team. There's no excuse where you should be losing to Club Brugge. I don't care. If, like
no, it was 1-1. They didn't lose. They didn't lose. It was 1-1.
Sure, but it felt like a loss because it's like Club Brugge outplayed them. There's no excuse. Like Pochettino was outcoached by I don't know his name. Clements. Yes, he was outcoached. Like you would think, like he was completely outclassed by Clements, and it's like there's no excuse. You cannot this is just it is bad. You cannot. He needs to be.
No, I still think we have to wait. Though I still think that we have to wait. Like it is still a little bit too early for us just to come and say Pochettino is finished. Don't get too close to the webcam. Your head reflects. Wait, clown. Does someone does a moron or is it does like a pen write your jokes? Your jokes are trash, bro. Your jokes are trash.
Wait.
Like your jokes are really trash. You stupid man.
Wait, double it. I don't think PSG can afford to wait. Like you're going to wait until you're in the Europa League to make the change. Like you cannot afford to wait because you have City next, and it's like that's City
man,
game.
You're okay. Let me just put this down. What if they beat Man City?
They're not going. It's not going to happen.
No, I know. What if?
No, I guarantee.
It'll be luck.
Yeah, like City have to
We're talking about.
They have to bottle the game because it's like the team I saw at PSG today. I don't know because it's like the way Club Brugge just it was too easy. Like they had so many chances and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is no good. And then PSG didn't do anything up front and it's like, what's going to change between now and when they face City? Like
they have 3 games in between till they face City.
Yeah, but still. Like,
HA, can I ask?
Is Mbappe even going to be there?
So Shago, talk to me. Ask what?
All right, I want to ask PSG INT something. PSG INT. Do you truly believe that? Poch will be the difference for you guys to get at least to the semifinals? Poch. Based off what you're seeing lately.
I don't believe we will go out from the group with Pochettino, as some people think. But when we come up against like one of the 3 elite teams, we say Chelsea, maybe City again or Bayern or something, then as they said, only luck can take us through.
And how is that acceptable? And you have Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar. That is not acceptable. Like you should be the favorite.
Oh come on!
No, this is so reactionary.
No, that's a serious question.
I'm just asking. That's all.
Yeah, that's it.
No. Judgment is just the Judgment is smoking crack. Like they're making it to the freaking group. But so the bigger issue here is they are looking to win it. That's what they're looking to win the whole competition. So this is just one thing. But my thing there is that look, I don't know many PSG managers that are confident in Pochettino. That's why there's so many parallels with what happened in with Emerson, because my thing was that team won in spite of Enrique, not because of Enrique. And I always held that belief. But then I looked at the Euros and I was like, well, maybe this guy actually does know what he's talking about. Maybe he does know. Then I think back and say, Rakitic played an important role. Iniesta played an important role, and Busquets, and that's the midfield that Emerson had is far superior to this midfield, apart from Verratti that PSG have. So the thing though is, when it comes to the Champions League, again, apart from 2012 Di Matteo, you need a manager who knows what the hell he's doing. Because when you go up against a Tuchel, an Ancelotti, a Nagelsmann, you need to make tweaks, you need to make changes, you need to make adjustments. Because adjustments are very, very important when it comes to the Champions League. And my thing though is, does Pochettino have the ability to make those adjustments? Because my issue is, I couldn't see his footprints at Tottenham, which is why I told you I did like a whole video reaction when he was hired by PSG. I said, wait a minute, how do you go from Tuchel to Pochettino? Like, that makes no sense, man. It's like what have you seen in a Pochettino that, oh yeah, this guy can come in and say what's up? It's like, I mean, look, Wisegate, are we overreacting here, bro? With Pochettino, are we being too harsh on your boy?
To be honest, I don't know. If we're just going by like what's happened recently, and Poch's failures in Europe, then you have to kind of just basing on that. Okay, I can't predict the future. Maybe this guy goes on to win the Champions League. I don't think anybody expected Chelsea to seriously win the CL last season. So,
no, but perfect example. So nobody expected Chelsea to win, and after they won, who got the most credits? Tuchel,
yeah.
So if PSG were to win, do you see a scenario where it's like, yeah, man, Pochettino, he did that. Like, yeah, this is Pochettino. Well, most likely, if they win, it's be like, man, remember when Messi did this? Remember when they did this? Remember when Neymar did this?
Yeah,
remember
moments.
When these guys did that?
Moments.
Yeah,
I think moments, and that's also another sort of. It shouldn't be a downside, but it is because with more attacks, Son tax, there was a lot of things that had to fall into place for him to reach that final. And then who screwed up the final? It was him by putting in Larry Lane.
Yeah.
For no reason at all, like for no footballing reason whatsoever. So yeah,
and also you have to look at the fact that you were 1-0 up, very comfortable against Man City. Okay, you lose to you consider a bogus goal. You're now down 2-1. How do you now react? And he did nothing tactically to react, because management is all about you're going to find yourself in different situations. Like our dear friend Ole. Okay, you're a man down and so forth. Now, what do? What adjustments do you make to still try to win this game? So for Pochettino, what adjustments did you make in a game you were dominating to try to get yourself back at the game when you were 2-1 down? You didn't do much, and then boom, game lost.
We'll see what happens. I mean, the thing is, Leipzig, they're not no joke, bro. Like, they're not a joke compared to Bruges. They're not no joke. So. And then you have City.
That's what I'm saying too.
Wait, also, and I think doesn't Moriba play for Leipzig?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's not as easy as it looks now, because these dudes, again, just like Oli, to be honest, just overcomplicating what the situation you're in, as in like it's now unnecessary pressure now that you're putting on yourself.
But with all this,
but to be honest,
it's easier because of the teams and they drew. But with this, PSG actually have to beat City, or else we're talking about second or third position. And it's like,
well, let's say they lose both times to City,
which is highly likely.
And Leipzig get the dubs over Bruges, and then they drew to Leipzig both times.
Europa League. I'm telling you, it's like it's a possibility.
No. I'm not entertaining Europa League, man. No way. From Eddie, who says, HH, do you think Benz's style as a 9 clashes with Zad's style? I believe this is why Zad has yet to be impactful. Injuries obviously don't help. But the thing though is that I have seen them combine very well. And I do think that they do complement each other because they are both footballers. They are both very good in the ball. They both have very good ability. They're both very good dribblers and very tactical. So I think, look, for Hazard is like, no, I can't shoot the guy too much bail, man. I mean, the tools are there for you to succeed because, yet again, is what you do when you receive the ball. You know, when you're for Real Madrid, you're going to dominate most of the matches. So for Hazard, like, a good player is a good player is a good player. Against or with any kind of players, you should be able to adapt and figure it out.
He doesn't seem interested. Every time I watch the games, he doesn't seem interested. I don't know if he's reading all the media.
I thought Hazard was
like
better
that.
than Salah. I thought Hazard was better. What happened?
I never said that.
Relax. It's
I'm
debut
talking
season.
Wait. Continue talking. Yes.
No,
So what are you saying?
How about HH? No, don't worry.
Oh, my bad. No, I'm saying that Hazard's never interested when he plays, and I think maybe the media component has something to do with that so far. I think he's
no. I mean, basically, he's right because I think the issue with Hazard is super ability, all the ability in the world, but has never had the right mentality, and it's true, he's never really had a desire to succeed. And what is happening right now with Camavinga and even with Vinicius is going to shove him deeper into a hole because now whenever he does get a chance to play, there's even more pressure for him to now succeed because last year before there was no Camavinga. It was Vinicius, no Camavinga, but now there's no Camavinga. It's like, oh, you're not performing. Well,
how do you change countries? How do you change countries, change clubs, and have no desire to win? What does that mean? That's just disgraceful.
I just think it's a personality thing, man. It's a personality thing, you know. Because I think Hazard is just one of those guys that if, let's say, he doesn't make it at Real, he won't be. But he looks a guy that's just nonchalant and just laissez-faire. And I just think that
what a shame.
It's it's unfortunate, bro. It's unfortunate. And from Daddy Us again, who says Barca is finished like Finito Dawn. But for real, even the best fertilizers in the world won't help you grow back your hair. But the thing that the thing I want to know is that are you adopted though? And that's the thing. I want to know whether you are adopted, because rumor in the campfires that you're adopted because your real parents abandoned you. You know, so you can say anything you want about my head, but the real parents are abandoned you. So
I can feel it.
Yeah. So I mean,
I blame you for this though.
But in the foster home though, are you allowed to watch TV though? Do you have a TV in the foster home and so forth?
AJ, you need to be careful what you put into the universe, man.
True. It's true. It was fine. Don't push me, man. Don't push me. From King Gubani says, I rated Poch slightly ahead of Tuchel before last season, and you're mad. Like, there was at no point did I ever rate, even when Tuchel was doing his with PSG, at no point did I ever rate Pochettino ahead of Tuchel. No way. Katie says, sooner PSG gets Zidane, the better. Poch has no tactics. Zidane's next job is most likely going to be France, I think. I'm not sure where the Zidane PSG is going to align. And see, this is what people have to be fearful of. We saw it with Juventus and Pirlo. Hey, Pirlo was a former amazing Juve player. So how that turned out. Lampard and Chelsea. Hey, Lampard was a former great Chelsea player. So how that turned out. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Hey, you know, he's a former United player.
It's Oli.
Yeah, but Zidane showed up already. He showed the world that he could.
No, but you see, Zidane and Pep are the few. Those are the anomalies. But the amount of times people try and believe that. But see, I remember when Pochettino was hired, and I was saying that people, why are you hiring this dude? And the guy said, "Oh, he knows the club." Do you know that he was? You know, he played for PSG for like a few seasons.
A decade ago.
Double H. Do you guys think a lot is timing and luck?
In terms of what?
Like a coach's success, because it's like if you win one Champions League or two, like if you get the timing right and you win one Champions League or two, that can carry you like your entire career. Like for example, like the rest is just like, for example, look at look, this I might get a lot of hate for this, but look at Pep. Like Pep won one Champions League. The one thing that's carrying him is his playing style. He has a great playing style, and he dominates like domestic competition. But if you look at the amount he spends and his Champions League, he's underperformed in Europe.
But do you know what Pep's biggest problem is?
Yeah.
And that's why he's going to always lose. He's too married to a philosophy. Why did Real Madrid win that treble? A key reason was you couldn't tell what their philosophy was. They had a general, like they had tactics, but it wasn't as well defined as Pep's. So it's because that team could attack, they could keep possession, they could counter-attack. So they were chameleons. They could be whatever they want to be. The issue with Pep is you have a very specific tactic that really works to its best if you have Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, Messi, Dani Alves. These very specific players who can take your thing to the max. You try to do it at Bayern Munich. It looked good. But up against a manager who can figure you out, you don't have a Xavi or Iniesta to be able to bail you out using that system. Same thing with City now. You don't do it. But again, you look at the final, bro. That final was dead to be won. If Pep played a DM and played the way that he played against Dortmund and against PSG, I'm not sure Chelsea beat them. Because Chelsea were like, oh my gosh, man, if these guys are a little bit much more conservative and they give Chelsea the ball, Chelsea won't break them down. City can easily counter them, which is what they did against PSG. But the moment that you're like, oh, no DM, and we're not going to now allow Chelsea to counter, it's like, what? So Pep lost that. So my thing is, the narrative is Messi gave you life. Messi gave you life. So.
How about Juventus?
How do you mean? In terms of what?
No, like maybe they can do something in the Champions League. Since
No,
because Allegri is different. It's,
yeah, maybe they can.
No, that was just Malmo, man. That was just Malmo they beat.
Didn't they lose to Empoli though?
Yes, they lost to
No,
Empoli.
but they're gonna get out of the groups at least, and then
Allegri's a good manager.
No, Juventus are not doing it. Juve are doing nothing. Like, I'll be real with you, bro. I'm not sure how far any of the Italian teams will. I'm not sure we'll concede a Serie A team in the semis.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Inter, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Double H, because it's like
Inter in the semis.
Yeah, I have a feeling about Inter. I don't know because I don't know. I think Inzaghi can do it.
Because Bayern exists, City exists, Chelsea exists, Real Madrid. There are a lot of things that they have to sort of get.
Not semis, quarters. They can reach quarters. Yeah.
Quarters is doable, but I'm saying that semis. I don't think an Italian team can reach the semis, which is weird because Italy just won the Euros with most guys playing in Italy. But if you look at Juve, Atalanta, Milan.
Wait, I think we should remove the Juve because it's like this still like Allegri is a winner. Like this Juventus team.
And so Hazem, you should even know about this. Who was the manager who pretty much started the decline of AC Milan? It was Allegri. Remember that season when they finished like 8th or 9th?
No, it wasn't his fault though.
It wasn't his fault. But that was the point.
He won the league, and then they took the best players. They took the best players.
I don't know, but that was the point. But see, the whole point was that he needs specific players to succeed. He's not a guy who basically he can't do what Gasperini is doing with Atalanta, where who they can these guys? Oh, I could get top 4 with just a bunch of no names. Now, Juve have names and so forth, but let's keep it real. This team is nowhere near as good as the team that he left.
Yeah, but he has a different legacy with Juve.
Sure.
How do you mean?
Even that ball is rubbish.
He almost won. It's like a decade with them, right? And then he left like towards the end.
Juve are finished, man.
He has a
Juve are finished.
different legacy.
The thing with Juve isn't even about Allegri. The fact is that Inter Milan have taken one of their best chairmen, and that is Beppe Morata. And without that guy who pretty much built what Juve were a few years ago, they haven't been the same club since then. It's really just that.
Yeah.
And
Paratici was not good. Yeah.
Paratici, no, he wasn't good. Like, he is doing some good deals at Spurs, but that's Spurs. At Juventus, it's a different story. He wasn't really rated that highly.
Yeah,
I mean, no, basically, for me, look, I still believe. See, the thing with Man City is we keep putting these guys as favorites and so forth, but as Judgment was even saying, is Pep is his own worst enemy because Pep will never change. He'll never change because sometimes the best thing to do is nothing. Sometimes less is more, but Pep has to overthink things. Like Bayern, there was no reason to play Lam as a DM. No reason at all. But because he wanted to be different from Heinkes, that I'm going to put Lam in DM. Well, bro, he didn't have to. He didn't have to do that. Like in the CL final, why did he not play a DM? This is the biggest game. This is it. This is the chance for you to get to your third, well, technically second, but your allegedly third CL. So City will always be like City will City will at the minimum semis. But up against a team who knows what they're doing and so forth. And let's keep it real. At a point, City were losing that game against PSG. All it took was just, and that's what the Champions is about. At a point, City were in control. They were having chances. PSG did not really. PSG were in control. They had opportunities. You didn't know where City were going to do. So at a point, it looked as if PSG were comfortably saying what's up, and that would have been interesting if PSG faced Chelsea in the final. And that would have been very interesting.
But you got to agree, Man City is top 3 though right now, right?
Top 3 to win it.
To win it, yeah.
It's
to be in the final.
Bayern, Liverpool, and
you see, here's the thing. Chelsea. I always say to yourself, this is what I always say about Argentina and 2014. Take your opportunity when it comes. Similar to Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid will never win the Champions League. Their chance was 2014. No, 2016. No, that was 2014. You were 40 seconds away from winning. No, 2016. No, 2014. That you had them beat. Real they were beaten. You had them beat. That was your chance. For Pep, your chance was this year. Like, yes, Chelsea beat you several times in the league, but if you played that same lineup and some of that was your point, because this was a team that were just like Chelsea were not supposed to win the Champions League. They were not supposed to. It was supposed to be Man City because they've been knocking on the door for so long. This is This is like 4 or 5 years in the making. Chelsea under Tuchel just got here. The dude came halfway through the freaking season. So the thing with Man City is I just feel that them flopping, Pep may have missed his opportunity. Because you may not get that opportunity again. Because PSG, let's keep it real, you shouldn't have beat PSG. Like PSG, they were finalists the previous year. PSG should have beaten you, really. So you just go, because look, those were 2 lucky goals. Let's keep it real. A goal is a goal, but those are 2, like, what's it called? One was Navas misjudged the cross. The Bruyne did shoot. No, that was a cross. Second one, the wall just splits apart. So those were 2 weird goals. It's not he didn't outplay PSG. He just got the goals. It's what happened, but he just got the goals. So you had the good fortune of catching PSG in the West, and you faced Chelsea. Let's keep it real, guys. Let's not be revisionist. You were favorites for that final. You were favorites. So for me, yeah, by default, City should be the favorites. But I just think that Pep just has a way of overthinking things and so forth. And let's keep it real. The narrative lives. You haven't won the Champions League since you left Barcelona and Messi. Because my thing is that if City run into a full-strength Bayern, they don't beat them. They don't beat a full-strength Bayern. Because Bayern's tactics are perfect. Because City don't have... How you beat Bayern are runners and counter-attack. Chelsea can beat Bayern if they play the tactics right.
Double easy. I think City, I think they're way. I think they have improved Double H from last season. Like,
and you still believe in Pep.
They lost to Tottenham in the first game of the.
No, but still, like this is like I think this team is dangerous. Like I've seen this team is dangerous and it's
no. But do you believe in Pep though?
Yes, I said that. I said it last season. Like, I think this should
Even
be.
though he's not won the Champions League since without Messi, you still believe in Pep.
Yeah, but I think if they do not win it this season, like they should get rid of him. Because look, I know he's doing well with
he's not
EPL.
going anywhere, bro. He still has like, I think he said he's going to leave in 2 years.
Yeah,
because it's like I think it might be in time for to refresh if he doesn't win. Because he's winning. He gives City an identity. Like they are now a possession team, and they have an image. And I mean, they play good football, but it's like at some point, like you need to win more than leagues. They need now Champions League to because like they're easily like top 3 best teams right now. So it's like
the spend is stupid amounts of money, man. Actually, so I'm like, who do you put in there as favorites? Do you believe that they are clear favorites for this UCL, bro?
No, I think for me, I don't think City are favored because they do this every year. They win the group stage and they go to the round of 16 or quarterfinals, then they have the problem. In as much as people call them LSG, TSG, but there's one superior player there in which people are not talking about is Lionel Messi. Well, Lionel Messi is in form. Lionel Messi can turn
but can he adapt though? Will he adapt to the team?
See, the problem with PSG is Mauricio Pochettino. He needs to find a way to figure those between Kylian Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi together. If that doesn't happen, there's gonna be a problem. Because we know Messi can single-handedly win you matches. That is for sure. He can win matches. So at this moment now, it's first match. So I can't call anybody favorite yet. Everybody in the Premier League and in the UC are favorite. Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, everybody, even PSG, everyone are favorite. It's just about matchup. Who do you want to play against? So once the group stage is over, then we're gonna see what they're gonna appear in the round of 16 and quarterfinal. That's what we know who's favorite.
But is there a clear favorites that boom, this is a team to watch? Because most people are saying Bayern at full strength.
See, you want to know the truth. Everybody have been feeling, like I said, I'm not afraid of Bayern. Yes.
Wait, Abdullah, can you just repeat that, please?
Yes, I am not afraid of Bayern. In as much as people
that was.
Let me explain my reason.
Your
reason is because see, in as much as people fear Bayern, for the way to beat Bayern is you have to be very defensive, quick counter-attacking football, and be very attacking. That's how you beat Bayern. Because people say Bayern do this, but if you remember something, a German manager will easily beat Bayern. That's why I said I will love those quick players. In fact, see if PSG play Bayern, for me they will be PSG. In as much as they have Messi, because they only have individual who doesn't play as a team. If you want to beat Bayern, you have to play as a team. You have to be very defensive. You have to be very quick.
But Bayern are good, bro. Bayern are full strength.
They are beatable. They are beatable.
No. Of course they're beatable.
Yeah,
but
they are beatable.
You have to be wary.
Yes.
We know who Lewandowski is.
We know who Thomas Muller is. We know who Sané is. Yeah, we know.
And we know who Musiala
We know who Tim's is as well.
Yes, in as much everybody's afraid of Bayern.
4 goals in six chances, hater.
Of course, if people in as much people say they are afraid of Bayern, and I say it. I believe if Thomas Tuchel is a German manager, he will know how to play Bayern very, very well. He is a German. He's played Bayern so many times. So that's why the only hope I'm having that the Chelsea fans is Thomas Tuchel.
No. He's not played this Bayern team, coached by Nagelsmann, with the introduction of Musiala and Sané. When he was Dortmund manager, he never played this iteration of Bayern coached by Nagelsmann.
Do you think Nagelsmann is that of a good coach, or just because Bayern are just too good of a team?
Who took Leipzig to the semi-finals of the Champions League?
It's Leipzig. It's Leipzig. It's not Bayern. There's a difference between them.
No. But still, the fact that he took them to the semi-finals of the Champions League shows that he's a very good manager. So no, look. I said no. Chelsea on the day, of course, Chelsea can beat Bayern, but Bayern at full strength, you have to be wary. You're dealing with one of the greatest strikers.
I know
of all time.
But for you to beat Bayern, you have to be very even and as much as you won't like if I say it.
Oh, good.
I think Manchester United can even beat Bayern because Manchester play more defensive team and very quick attacking football. Quick defense. No, wait. We don't rate Ole, but you see, United knows how to defend and very quick in counter attacking. You can beat Bayern with that because Bayern play high line, and that suits Bruno very well with Labiu. They can just pass and that's it. And when you have Ronaldo, who is a goal scorer, he will find a way to score goals.
Abdullahi, the guy's finished. You're not wrong with that one.
But Abdullahi, do you know who the guy was that knocked out United last season? That was Nagelsmann.
I know.
Even after that 5-0 game, Nagelsmann still knocked him out, though.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying, the way Ole Gunnar Solskjaer play and the way United play, they are very defensive team.
The way we play.
Yeah.
How do we play?
You guys are just defensive and just
vibes. It's vibes, man. It's
vibes. Please don't ever say that.
It's vibes. No, guys. I need to go and have.
Inshallah.
I need to go and have dinner, man. Look, all I'm saying, guys, is that. Look, the Champions League has popped off. Have respect to Lewandowski, and let's not be reactionary with Messi and so forth. But all I'm saying is, Bayern might be the strongest team. But I don't think there's any team to fear. And as long as they can just
look at this politician, man.
As long as they can just supply my Lukaku politics and so forth. Have what?
This loser can't get me, man. Mbappe flopped.
It's not when you score. It's one. Oh.
Brick the intro. Mbappe still flopped.